It's clobbering time!
Atomic batteries to power. Turbines to speed.
Roger. Ready to move out.
Come get some.
It's clobbering time!
The word is given.
Clobberanimo!
Greetings, my friends, clobberers, clobberanimos, clobberuskis, clobberoids, clobberians, clobberians, and clobbthatters, to those who do not yet clobber. I hope you will learn to clobber someday. And to do that, you must learn how to bang the rocks together, guys. Unfortunately, that will not be followed by the usual sound that you hear. I have an announcement to, a sad announcement to make just for tonight's show. Only sad for tonight's show. But first, I'll say thank you.
Too much.
Welcome. Welcome to Clobbering Times issue number 508 on YouTube, 1,508 overall. Clobby's Clubhouse 136. Unfortunately, our wonderful first officer is again absent this week, but we just heard from her just a few minutes ago. She's not feeling very well. She's just been very sick. Last week was nothing to do with that. She was just had something to do, but she is not well. She's going to be okay eventually. We hope. Everyone send the good vibes for Raquel, but she's very sick tonight. We all love her. If you're hearing this, number one, just don't worry. She was so sad about not being able to be here tonight, and she was very, she apologized, and I told her not to apologize for something like that. Just get well. She's being silly by thinking there's something wrong with it. Hey, all we care about is her health and her well-being. We'll all miss her, and I told her that you would all miss her, and so send love for Raquel, everybody. We hopefully she will be back. She'll be feeling better. She hopes to be here for Saturday Night Star Trek this week, but I will not allow her to do that if she's not feeling well. So don't worry. It's her health and her feeling. How she feels is what matters.
Wanted to watch Voyager and expect her to get better.
Well, yeah, she loves that show. Point being, Mr. Smarty Pants, who's not taking her and Raquel seriously at all, and I'm going to tell her. By the way. Just kidding.
She's gonna get shin kicked. No, I'm looking out for it. I don't want her to watch Voyager. God forbid, that's gonna make her feel worse.
You just want to take a cheap shot at Voyager, which no one can blame you. But yes, so we will suspend our normal programming. No reviews tonight because we would not dare think of reviewing anything without Raquel here tonight. So we'll push back our Blake 7, Kolchak, and Star Trek comic reviews until next week. It's a good call. It's a good, Mark and Michael has a point. We don't want her to feel even worse. So I will basically I'll call her after this and tell her that if she wants to heal up properly, excuse her from having to watch Voyager. But if she wants to go ahead and tough it out, then we'll, that's up to
No,
her.
when you're not feeling good, you just sometimes you just need to do nothing too. It's different when you just have a small cold
Right.
or something.
Well-
but sometimes just doing nothing and because there's a lot of show prep she does for the show. And I'm sure everyone knows that and appreciates that. I mean,
Yeah.
Clobbering Times and I always marvel, and hopefully Raquel's listening, or hopefully not. Hopefully she's just resting, and not listening. But if she does hear this, you know what I mean. I'm just she should be resting. But I just want to say, we appreciate all the work that she does. An incredible amount of work for these shows. So
she does an unbelievable amount that she does not have to do, folks. Because believe me, if it were possible for me to have the ability to pay her for all she does, I would. I don't have the ability, and I know she wouldn't accept it anyway, but I would if I could. And so what she does because out of love for all of you and me and all of us here, and she does it for fun because she has a good time being here, and we love her. We love her back. So, we were suspending reviews till Raquel came back, then told him, yeah, absolutely, Raquel. Yes, absolutely, Ravenscroft. So anyway, I want before I get on with the show notes and shout outs, I will say I can't do it like she does it because she always gives some opening, thank you to all of her supporters. So I'll just say this on behalf of Raquel. Thank you all. I don't have the list in front of me or anything like that, but I'm just going to say, you know who you are, the people that she thanks every week for her Patreon supporters, those who have purchased her book. She has her new book out. So all of you dear friends, all of you that she loves and you take care of her and that, that means so much. I can't come close to doing it justice, even if I had the names in front of me. But she does love you and appreciate you all. And thank you so much on her behalf as her captain. I say thank you from her and from me. And please, everyone, go out there and buy her new book. And
there's a link.
I was supposed to get a new commercial for her book. She said she sent it to me, but I couldn't find it. So I'll get with her on that. But let's see. So show notes and shout outs. Where are we? What is Thursday night? Thursday. Okay. So
we're Thursday. Yep.
For the show noties and the shout outies, here we go. Tomorrow night on my great buddy J-Man's channel. Fantastic Fridays. Jay and our good buddy Sean and myself, we continue our ongoing, incredibly fun mission of reviewing the legendary Jack King Kirby's run on the world's greatest comic magazine. Fantastic Four number 1 through 102 and annuals 1 through 6. Every Friday night, 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 Central. It is a great time. We review appropriately enough 4 issues a week. I think tomorrow night it's going to be Fantastic Four Annual number 2, Fantastic Four 32 through 34 also. And great stuff. We're in the salad days, getting really close to the best years of that wonderful legendary classic comics run. And then after that, you can find me over at my great buddy 32 Flavors of Nick Weiser's channel with the Friday Night Comic Shop Talk Boys, 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. And then Saturday night, if all goes according to plan and Raquel is back on her feet. If not, I'll be here no matter what.
Like
but
a general track talk, yeah.
But if she's back, we will have we want to get Voyager knocked out as fast as we can. We're in the 7th season, just getting started. 4 more episodes of Star Trek Voyager. What's it called? Star Voyager Trek?
Voyager,
whatever it is. Who cares what it is?
But we got Dwight Schultz in one of them, though, at least. So.
Yep. And then, of course, end your Weekend Geek on Sunday Night Geekery on the great Mark D with the C's channel. Put your link in the description. Get everybody the link.
Thank you. Yeah.
Please go to Mark's channel and subscribe if you haven't already. 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Sunday night. You're winding down from a long, tough week. Geek out with us. I'm always there as his annoying sidekick and as repulsive sidekick, I should say. So,
no, you're looking good.
Repulsive sidekick me. And we have a lot of fun hanging out with geeking. And then, of course, He likes to become annoying and make you hungry with the geekery, the eatery. So we've got that.
Yep.
3 nights.
Pulled pork this weekend.
Good stuff. 3 nights out of the week. On Monday nights at 6 o'clock on J-Man's channel, 6 Central, we do our Legion of Superheroes reviews. But on the B Monday of every month, here on Clobbering Times channel, I have a double feature of Monday Night Mark C Comics Talk. Our early special at 6 p.m. Central on this channel. This coming Monday, the B Monday, our J-Man and I make our usual trip to Earth B, the wacky world of Bob Haney presentation, as we review another classic from the wackiest, craziest comic book writer who ever lived, the extraordinary Mr. Bob Haney. Total fun. You want to be exposed to the most insane comics you've ever imagined? Join us on Earth B on Monday, one Monday out of the month. And then after that, of course, I'll be on later for a regular edition of Monday Night Mark C Comics Talk at 9 p.m. Central. Same clubby time, same clubby channel. And after that, the usual spate of shows throughout the week here on Clobbering Times, of course. Oh, yeah, Adrian James. Yeah, good. Yeah, it was cool. I like my buddy Type 40 podcast over there, Dan Hadley and Facebook and all those great fellers.
Great guys, yeah.
Great guys. Good to see you there. So, let's see. Let me see up in here for a second. We're gonna figure out what to do. I got a super chat. I didn't see that.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I was gonna tell you what
it started.
Just in case.
It started, but I didn't see it.
It started. Okay, yeah, good.
Michael Beacom, thank you so much. Michael Beacom for $5 super chat says, Clobby, please let Raquel know that we all want her to get well. So please avoid contagion factors like Star Trek Voyager. Yes. You got it, Michael. I'll tell her to avoid Voyager. Hey, look.
Well, those gel packs can get infected on that ship if Neelix brings some horrible clams on board or something.
Let's do the shout-outs now to get that going. So for our wrenches, our great bronze wrencher himself, the great Eric K. Vindicator wrench of the Great White North, Chris Persia. D. Bud Martin, the wrench of iron. Lord Thoth, Avon lives, long live the Legion, sir. J-Man, partner in crime on Earth B, Legionnaire, fantastic Legionnaire extraordinaire. Maximum Redstone, who couldn't be here tonight, I don't think. Our Music Meister. Fanty Outsidey, the Rascally Wrencher, the triple Bullwinkle wrench. Larry Guagnar. Only Raquel can say that right.
Yep.
JT Kirk, I am Kirok. Maddie's daddy, Thor in Vegas, and of course, Super Wrench Kal-El. And let's see who is in the chat with us. Let me get you all shouted out, my friends, because that's how we roll up in here. Got to run the chat back a little bit. I don't have it all written down or anything. We have Tim, FKHC 2005. What's up, Tim? Good to see you there, buddy. Dave C, what's up? I see you not there. Ravenscroft, hello. West Kegel, all right, my friend. Keely Chow, roll that tide, buddy. Tex, 1701 Tex, what's up, bro? Always great to see you, my buddy. Old friend, Sentai Ranger Donnie. Mars Monkey Max. Penny. Hey, Penny. Good to see you, Penny. Adrian James, it's good to see you, sir. Claude Saling, hello, my friend. Good to see you. Sean Cutter from Mars. All right, so make sure I got everybody real quick. And of course, the aforementioned great to Michael Beacom. Princess Fiona. Fiona, what's up, my dear? Fiona wants to talk some Acolyte. We'll take a vote on that. We'll see what because it's such a wonderful show, isn't it, Fiona?
Yeah, I just read a great review about it. I think we should share about how awesome the show is. So
really, should we? Well, I'll tell you what. We won't. But Cinema Gulp. Thank you for being here. Good to see you, my friend. I'm almost. Let me finish the shout outs.
Yeah, finish your shout outs. Yeah.
Get ahead of ourselves here. SP4H. Hey. Hey, what do you say? JD Lewis, old friend. What's up, buddy? Putin's cat. I thought Putin's cat. I did. Brogu from my old hometown. Blunt Plunk Reviews. Hey. I think I got it all. There we go. So anyone else who pops in shall be shouted out accordingly. Now, all right. Now Fiona, were you being facetious, or do you really want to talk about the Alkalite? I'll tell you what I'll do. We're not doing our usual reviews tonight. I talked a lot about the Alkalite last night because I didn't think I'd be talking about it tonight. So I did talk about it, that and the new filthy Doctor Who last night on the True Text last night on my wild card show. But we can touch on it again if Fiona wants to hear it.
I think we should look at this article for just a few minutes, and maybe it'll change our mind.
Sounds like a setup, but okay. I'm suspect when
but maybe
Mark
we're wrong about the
like
show.
That.
Could be wrong.
All right, everybody. I want to note it right now. This is on Mark.
Yep. So here we go, and I do have some good show and tell for tonight.
We got some. Yes, there you go. Everyone, Mark's got some cool stuff to show you,
and some enabling stuff we can do. Of course, I'm
not going to save him from getting shin kicked if he.
No, I mentioned Paul Foster with Raquel on. I didn't know she was sick earlier. I would have posted that, but she would posted, what starship captain would she love to have, and instead of Captain Kirk. And of course DJ she had Ed Stricker. Hey, DJ Play Nice.
DJ.
He says we.
Well, he says we indeed. Well, go ahead and
I'm working on that. But and so I said, well, what about Paul Foster? She sent me the video on how to do shin kicks. So here we go. Here's there's this article from Discussing Film. So I guess I could be wrong about the series. So here's Discussing Film to give them credit for their article. The Acolyte Review.
Yes,
Star Wars television takes off a new era with a thrilling mystery. So why don't I just read the first?
Well, right there.
Paragraph.
There's no mystery and there's no thrills, but okay.
Lucasfilm has delivered a varied quality of output with the Star Wars TV shows, and can insert no bleep Sherlock, right? In the past couple of years, from the underwhelming efforts of The Mandalorian Season 3, all right, yeah, that's for sure, to Andor being one of the most critically acclaimed recent franchise television ventures, to Ahsoka landing right in the middle of, well, I know what Ahsoka landed right in the middle of this scale of,
Apollo's
good but not great. Hey, Apollo's minion. Overall, though, it's safe.
Empress and M. Hey, sorry.
Hey, Empress. Oh, go, yeah. Want to say hi to everyone. Yep. Overall, though, it's safe to say there's been a little something for every type of Star Wars fan in Lucasfilm's catalog. Now, Star Wars The Acolyte aims to fill another gap by satisfying audiences who have been craving two huge things. A massive departure away from the Skywalker saga. I'm not sure about that one.
We crave that.
Away from Rey, yeah. And a stronger focus on older tales of the Jedi and Sith. So well, I guess it defines. How do you define the Skywalker saga? If you,
I don't even know anymore, do they?
Yeah, if you, I don't want Rey. I want Luke, but we're not getting any more Luke than that other scene. So, Star Wars: The Acolyte wraps its Jedi lore and Sith lore with a neat bow of a mystery thriller plot, created by Leslie Hanlon. Netflix Russian doll, and of course, they're not mentioning Harvey Weinstein as the personal assistant. The Acolyte follows former Padawan. How do you say the name? Ocha? No, it's
OSHA.
OSHA. Yeah, and I'm thinking
it's a government
agency. Amanda Steinberg. Yeah, OSHA. Yeah, as she reunites with her old Jedi master Saul, Lee Jong-jae, who's from the Squid Game.
Yeah.
To investigate a series of crimes that are beginning to form a sinister pattern across the galaxy. As the truth begins to unravel, both I keep saying Ocho, 8, like ESPN the 8. I gotta say
The
OSHA.
Ocho.
And the Ocho. I'm thinking the Ocho. Yeah, ESPN the Ocho. And Saul encountered more wicked and powerful forces than they could ever have imagined. What is most captivating about the series, aside from fires in space and roasting marshmallows on a spacecraft, is what sets it apart from other major Star Wars media. Is how it successfully approaches its mystery thriller angle. Creator showrunner Leslie Headland makes a fantastic effort at weaving together multiple layers of the story. So much so that once a layer of the mystery is unfolded, another 3 layers of fascinating questions appear. I mean, this is just a beautiful written prose, and I'm just totally wrong about this series, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess I just you know, and Neelix is a big fan too, I'm sure. But
yeah, it's
I think and Fiona's
riveting.
and go lock up the Forbes article. I think the shill articles are actually more fun to read. I think
the Forbes. Yeah, I mean, I've heard about the Forbes article. Look, you know, we don't live in a day and age right now where you can go, oh well, that's just their opinion. They liked it. No, you can't trust anything like this. There's no Siskel and Ebert anymore.
Yep.
This is a TV show, of course, but it's just but you know, now you can watch it for yourself and you don't have to listen to their dumb opinions. And look, if you must, I say people should form their own opinions. I'm not advocating anyone watch this garbage. I did because I wanted to form an opinion. You did because you wanted to form an opinion, but it's not that important. I mean, I have no trust for Disney Star Wars, but I will admit I'll give them the credit in the sense that they maybe want to know what was going to happen because everyone was talking about it. Because everyone was, this is like as been mentioned, this is a train wreck in the sense that the one that you can't turn your head away from when you're driving down past it. You look whether you want to or not, whether you think it makes you a bad person or not. You look anyway. You look at the big horrible thing that happened that you're driving by. You just do, and very few people say, well, that's horrible. I'm not even going to look over there. But if you're ever had anything invested in Star Wars, or you're interested to see what's going on with it, with all the hype and all the talk about it, some people look. Now, a lot of people are not, though. The ratings, however they calculate their ratings, it's not going to get any good ratings. But if you're but there's still Star Wars fans who don't like any of the shit, or very little any of the shit that Lucasfilm / Disney's doing, and they are leaving. No, I'm not saying everybody, Princess Fiona, but a lot of people still look. And a lot of people don't. And if you're not, good for you. I mean, I have the codes from someone to use their stupid account. And, I watch it. And then I give the show about 2 or 3 episodes, and if I can't take it anymore, I'm gone. I don't know how I watched all of Ahsoka. I still don't know how I did it. I couldn't watch all of Andor.
It was so poor. I don't think did I finish watching Moon Knight? I don't remember if I finished watching that.
Moon Knight was 6 episodes. I watched all of it for some reason. There's some bad shows that I sat all the way through. So hey, look. You're just going to have to call me the idiot that I am. I admit it. This show, there are way worse shows on Disney Plus than this. I've only seen 2 episodes. There's only been 2 episodes that I've seen so far that have aired so far. And they're not good. I mean, they're just not really particularly. Everyone has said who's seen the next episode. Everyone who's seen the 3rd episode have said that's when the other shoe drops as far as how bad it gets. And I believe them. But
in terms of changing the lore, probably, right? Yep.
Here's what I talked about this last night. Now talk about how this where this episode kills its credibility in the first 5 minutes. I mentioned this last night. For those who watch this show, if you don't like spoilers, sorry, I don't respect this show or anything they do to pay them the respect of caring about spoilers. So I'll just say, hey, spoiler alert, you've been alerted. If you don't, and that's it. I don't care anymore.
Come back when we'll put the spoiler alert up. Yeah.
No, I don't need it. The hell with it.
You don't need it. Okay.
Do not be reached for. You can put it if you want to. Do not be reached for further comment. What's up, buddy? So the first 5 minutes, credibility is severely damaged with this show because walking into this bar on this planet, this Star Warsy looking, planet, I guess, is this young woman with the young girl who's the star of the show, right? Whom we don't know yet. We don't know this yet, but she's playing both parts of both main parts because she's a spoiler alert, twin sister. She's the evil twin, but we don't know that yet. So anyway, this girl right here, that's the beginning.
But they both have identical hair.
With identical hair, even though they don't know each other or even exist. So that's the beginning. So she goes to start a fight with this Carrie-Anne Moss character, Trinity. Sorry, I don't know her name in the show because I don't give a shit. But from what we see, she looks like, wow. First of all, that's pretty good gravitas as an actor. You see her, she looks like a grizzled veteran, master Jedi, and she looks pretty badass. You're like, that little girl's gonna give her a fight? No. So here's what I mean by that. I'm sorry. If that little girl had been like dressed more mysteriously with a mask over her face or something, where you couldn't really tell, who or what she is, that might have at least made more sense. But you look at her and you go, no. I mean, there's no mystery to her. She just looks like a little wimpy little nothing. She's going to beat Trinity in a fight? Smile X. So, right there, I mean, in other words, and I talked about this, if Darth Maul walks in, or somebody like that, say what you want about the Phantom Menace, when we first see Darth Maul, we buy into him right away. He's scary. He's a menace. A true Phantom Menace. He's a true, dangerous-looking guy. So when he first attacks Qui-Gon the first time, you don't sit there and go, that dude? No, I mean, it's a threat. You feel the threat because he's a credible-looking badass. Then later, of course, he has the big fight with both of them. Kills one, gets killed. But you're never, at least as far as I know, I never question the badassery of Darth Maul. So if Darth Maul, somebody like that, walks in and threatens this Master Jedi, I'm going, it's going to go down. That's going to be something, right? But this little girl, and she doesn't even have a lightsaber. She has butter knives. She's got 3 knives. Knives. She kills a Master Jedi with knives. Right there, I should probably just turn the show off. Everybody should turn the show off. Right there. Right there. It's over. Because the show has no credibility right after that. I'm sorry. It's dead. Nail files. Right, exactly. Right there. I don't care what, if you think about it, if you watch the show, and I watched the 2 of us. Hey, Malcolm Draws, good to see you, my friend. If you watched beyond that point, it was superfluous. Everything after that, you should not be able to take the show seriously. You shouldn't. It's an insult. And so after that, I was kind of checked out in a sense. I'm like, what the hell? She's that tough? She's that dangerous? Where she could just well,
she should have had a badass weapon, first of all, if you're going to even go
nail files.
If you're going to go little teeny knives against you don't bring little teeny knives to a lightsaber fight. Or if she had tried to just kill her, like surprise kill her, like that would make sense to use a dagger using the Force as an assassination weapon. She's just sitting there and just have the dagger fly around, kind of like Yandu has his magic arrow.
Snortopoopas is here, man.
Hey, Storty. How's it going, Storty?
I haven't seen you forever, dude. Good to see you. Welcome.
He was hibernating, but he's feeling good now.
Hibernating.
It's summertime, yeah.
So, yeah. No, you're right. If she'd had a lightsaber, here's the problem. Even if she did have a credible weapon, look at her. But she's just not threatening looking either. She's not menacing in any way.
And then they gave you horrible like kung fu, like, you know, I don't want to see Star Wars. I want to see, you know, lightsaber battles and laser gun battles. I don't want to see a lot of kung fu, and like we got a lot of kung fu fighting in this episode. I didn't know the Jedi were kung fu masters. I mean, I guess they would know the martial arts, but with the Force, I mean, you'd use the Force to push people away, and then Indara, aka Trinity, really toys with. You know, the May is the character, you know, the evil twin.
May, that's right.
May,
Picasso.
yeah, Picasso, and I was watching with my son, so I watched it twice, and he was saying, "Well, why didn't she just take her? She had a lot of chances to take her out. It made no sense. She was just
Right.
not taking her seriously." And then the way that she, spoiler alert, Carrie-Anne Moss gets taken out, so they throw a she throws a dagger at the barkeep, and she uses the Force, but instead of keep putting a Force guard up or, you know, watching, you know, to keep on guard, she gets one of those little daggers through the heart, or she could have used her lightsaber to deflect it, because the Jedi are portrayed
so
as
stupid,
as superhero with their powers, especially a Jedi master. It's not a young Padawan or someone who's just training. You know, so that's the part of the problem with that death too. I mean, and I guess a dagger kills you quickly, but not a lightsaber through the gut. Like, I guess Sabine would have been able to fight that off, I guess, with her rudimentary Force powers. But
agreed, Fiona. She does not act like a Jedi master. And again, we all know that lightsabers now are meaningless. Oh, well, no, someone was talking to somebody about this, and they said something like, well, lightsabers can't kill anyone anymore. Correction. Lightsabers can't kill females anymore. Men, we're going to learn why next week, probably. Men, no problem. But a lightsaber didn't. Sabine got stabbed with one twice, I think. That Reva twice, and they survived it. Where if you go back and look at the first scene in the Phantom Menace, Qui-Gon Jinn sticks a lightsaber through like 4 steel doors and burns the shit through.
Yeah.
So in other words, that's what happens to your insides. So the idiots were saying shit like, "Oh yeah, but it cauterizes your wound." Cauterize it? Look what it did to that door, man. If that thing gets through you, you are deader than you're deader than Star Trek. You're deader than Doctor Who. You're deader than Star Wars. It's unbelievable. Yeah,
I mean, the show's just boring.
Exactly, Fiona, they only kill straight white men. Exactly.
Well, Darth Maul did come back to life. Hail to Dad Man, the Dad Man's favorite character. Darth Maul getting chopped in half and coming back to life. But
right, but he got chopped though. He didn't get it stuck through him, at least.
Yeah, he got sliced in half. The wound was caught. All his guts and intestines were cauterized. Yeah,
right. But
a minor flesh wound. Yeah,
a slice through somebody is one thing, but we're talking about getting gutted by one. I mean, you get stabbed with the sucker, and that's it. That's it. So anyway, what is there to say after that? She can't. I guess,
is this based on the book?
What?
That no one read? Is this based on his Acolyte books that no one read?
I think it has some characters from the Low Republic or whatever.
Yeah.
Hey, Black Lives are Black Knives. Hello there. Welcome.
Hello.
Look, you got me. Anyway, so basically this show, I don't know, man. I've talked to myself to death of it last night. Everyone's talked about it. What is there to say? It sucks. Watch it at your own peril. I will look after what we know is coming next week with episode 3. I will watch it because I want to know what happens. And then after that, I'm probably going to be out and probably not watch it anymore. That's, again, look, I'm just speculating.
Yeah.
But it was so stupid. Like the Jedi who was sitting there in a trance for 10 years, who he lets her poison him.
Yeah, that didn't make sense. And then why she went there earlier in the episode, right? Doesn't say anything, doesn't wake up out of his trance. Then she comes back and she's able to get, and they're all going back there because they think he's the subject of an assassination. She goes another direction. She's never been to the temple, but the people that live in this temple, work in this temple, get there like 5 minutes after she does. It's like, what's going on? I don't get. And then the other guy's hanging back, the doofus Jedi, and then he says, "I saw her. My eyes were on her the whole time. She's not guilty." It's like, why don't you step out immediately, or you see a dead Jedi, you run out and see how you can help her? Let her reach the body first.
Right.
Made zero sense.
By the way, I did kind of like the older Jedi, the Master Saul or whatever. But
Saul,
look, look, he's the only fairly likable character, so just look for him to be dead very soon. He will be killed.
He's a guy too, right?
He's a dude.
The show, probably.
Yeah, and he's just no way. There's no way he's gonna live. I mean, I don't know how long. Maybe he might last a few episodes. The Wookiee Jedi looks really kind of silly looking.
Looks weird. Yeah, it looks like a weird Wookiee.
Yeah, I mean,
the head is that his hair? Is that a head?
Is that a man bun? A Wookiee bun?
Is that a mullet? A mullet or something?
Yeah, he looks really weird.
Everyone usually loves Wookiees, but yeah.
I agree, Princess. I mean, everybody's stupid in this show. What's really stupid is these Harry and the Hendersons. Every bit of it's, to me, it's kind of mostly dull. I mean, here's the problem. I've seen so much really bad Disney Star Wars. This is just sort of, But May and what's her face character type of the Qui-Gon Jinn type of a Jedi.
Yeah. Well, they gave away too many of the answers in this first episode too, or in the second episode. I would have preferred they kept May, her identity is secret. I guess it would have been more interesting, but I guess they wanted to have the sister framed who can't. The other thing is she can't use the Force at all. I was joking last night. Like if I was, training to be a Jedi, I had Force, and I had Force powers, right? I mean, don't you think I'm at least practicing getting a beer out of the fridge every once in a while, or, bringing something over towards me, or turning the TV on off? She has zero force powers, zero.
And she needed it to save her life, and it wouldn't work. And she couldn't do it.
Yeah, and they should have had her use the Force there, so at least you kept the mystery open a little bit more. That maybe she does have the Force. Maybe she did.
Right.
Then as soon as she does it, he's like, she has no Force. He's like, it's not her. It's a replicant or a life model decoy or something.
Right. Exactly. I mean, that killed it.
I mean, I'm using the Force to get food out of the fridge all the time without getting off the couch. I mean, come on. Gee.
That's the hallmark of modern writing. The writers aren't good enough to set things up. So they have to use the time-honored trick of the characters acting stupid to move the bad plot along, says Fiona. Yes. Thank you. And it's just, I'm bored with it. I'm already done. I got to admit, I'm interested to see what they do in the third episode, because some people have seen it and they're saying it fundamentally changes Star Wars, but I'm saying it's already been ruined anyway, though, really.
Yeah, it's jumped the shark. I mean,
and you've got this idiot kid who's playing May and Osha running around saying really stupid shit in public. Shocker. Imagine that. Somebody part of a Disney Star Wars or Marvel Star Wars or anything, or Marvel Disney or whatever, saying stupid shit in public. That never happens. Yeah.
That's the one thing. Yeah, never attack the fans too, or obviously if fans are saying something abhorrent, but the whole Rose Tico thing, and no one ever proved what was said that was nasty against her, and the character was incredibly poorly written, and but nothing against the actress, and then they put her in that basically a potato sack, and she's a gorgeous lady, and all the became a racial thing, racism, and people just didn't like the sequel. So there's obviously would never excuse anything. No one should ever attack anyone's the way they look or ethnicity, but that seems like they constantly fall back on that when you're you're just saying you don't like the writing, or you don't like the way the direction of the show is, or it's not, and then they say, well, that's not for you, then don't watch it. It's like, how stupid is that? Don't tell me to go touch grass. Tell me, hey, give it a shot. Keep watching the season. Maybe you'll like it. I hope you come back, or at least engage with the fans in that way, and don't give people a reason to turn off the tube. I mean, you're in this business to make money and get eyeballs on the screen. So why are you not, at least keeping an open mind to those fans, or accepting some criticism? I mean, it's
Yeah, I've heard this.
it's
by the way.
insane. Yeah.
I've heard this, by the way, Fiona. Says the Force is threads that can only be used by females. The twins were conceived by the Force and two lesbians, one more than Anakin. Yeah. And the big bad will end up being a woman and their mother original. Yeah, that's what it's going to be, probably. They're changing what the Force really is.
So how do you explain all the male Jedi then? How does that work? Yeah.
Yeah, well, the male Jedi just they take a back seat.
Okay.
Just kill them all. Yeah, they should all die for being male anyway, right? So
for sure, yeah. Well, here's another.
Putin's cat says, I haven't seen the latest Doctor Who, but I suspect the Acolyte is better. Yeah, I guess I'd probably go along with you on that one, because I've seen it, and it's not. This is bad. This is mostly dull and stupid. The new Doctor Who is another level of horrifically bad that cannot even be conceived of right now. So what do we have? What are we doing?
I will read another couple of paragraphs. This is just so good. This writing's so good. But I actually, last night I said, if I was stuck on a desert island and could only had two shows to pick, and one was the Acolyte and one was the new Doctor Who with the slugs, I'd take the one with the slugs, because I at least had a cute lady in it for most of the time. But
yeah,
I mean, not a very high bar, but
well, yeah, I'm looking. You can turn the sound off and look at the weird cute lady, I guess, as opposed to turning the sound off on the Acolyte and just watch a bunch of dark scenes of so-called action. And
yeah, she is cute. The actress is cute, but I'd rather have the.
She's kind of cute, but
yeah, no, she's good looking. Yes,
yeah,
but,
I mean,
just with the action, the other one is.
There are no like big old knockouts in either one of the episodes. I don't think either one of those two shows really.
Yeah.
Good night, Penny.
Yeah. Take care, Penny.
Have a good night. Good night, sweet lady.
So here we go. Another paragraph here. Star Wars: The Acolyte has all the ingredients to be a standout from Lucasfilm's Disney Plus original series lineup, but really pushes The Acolyte over the edge to become a great piece of Star Wars media as the character writing and performances behind them. Each player in the ensemble cast managed to deliver a remarkable performance in their own right. Daphne Keane, Logan, his Dark Materials, as Soul's current Padawan, Jackie Lon, and Charlie Bennett, Chicago Fire Russian Doll, as a strict Jedi Knight Temple Guardian, Jan Fandar, who's actually the doofus Jedi, call him, or he's like the by-the-book Jedi, brings a much-beloved lightheartedness to the Acolyte. And to no surprise, Carrion Moss, as Jedi Master Indara, steals the screen upon showing off her force-foo fighting style in the show's opening sequence. Well, she didn't steal the show. She died.
It wasn't that great.
No, it wasn't that great. Yeah. So here's the last paragraph here. The first 4 episodes of Star Wars: The Acolyte are an awesome first half to the fascinating mystery thriller that will keep audiences hooked every week, awaiting each new episode. From the excellent work of Leslie Headland and her writer's room to the rich cast, there's very little to complain about here. Amandla Sternberg and Lee J. Jung, he was good. Give what turn out to be career-defining performances, making this series as a whole an undeniable success. Some might say it's too early to call this a full home run for Lucasfilm right now. Whether or not that's true, the first 4 episodes of The Acolyte set the stage for this to become an amazing entry point for any Star Wars fan, old or new. All right.
Yeah, well, I changed my opinion. It's great. I love it. I only saw 2 episodes, folks. Good night, Tex. Thanks for being here, brother.
Take care, Tex. Yeah.
I don't know why you people keep saying shill. I have changed my opinion. Let me see. Here's my new opinion on this. The 2 episodes I saw. Yeah, this is absolutely wonderful. What an amazing show! Every single minute of it is so riveting and cool and stuff, because things and stuff and cool things keep happening. I love the part where that stuff happened where it was really cool. And then there was this really cool bit where some stuff happened and some people, and there was a lightsaber, and then there was another lightsaber. Oh, and then they had Jedis, and they were doing Jedi stuff, and then they had some ships, and they were in space a couple times, and then they had fire in space. That is so cool. I didn't know you could have fire in space like that. That's fantastic. And it was and they had a beach. Hey, pop culture vote. They had a beach scene, and then they had this girl here was cute and stuff. And Carrie-Anne Moss was in it. Did you see that? It's so cute and cool. This was so badass and cool. I just loved it. It was really, I mean, especially that part where they had a fight and stuff, and there was some things happening. Oh, and a toxic white male killed himself. That's really cool. I always like that when that happens. Oh my goodness. And it was yeah, I thought it was awesome. There you go, Putin's cat. See, I can be positive.
This article changed your mind, yeah. And if
The
you
article
do like
changed
it,
my mind.
I mean, I didn't think it was Doomcock gave his review to some things he liked about it. There were some things I liked about it too, but it just didn't excite me. It didn't wow me. And then, it's only the first 2 episodes, but when you first met Darth Vader, God, you were scared. I mean, of course, I was like an 8-year-old, 10-year-old kid. Fire extinguishers.
Isn't space a fire extinguisher itself?
Yes, it is. Yeah. Now, I mean, you could have an explosion where you'd have, gases burning, but as soon as they would get into space, they would go off. You couldn't sustain. You can't sustain a fire by its very definition in space. But
it's
you
not
could
like
you could have an explosion from like inside the ship. So people were posting like, "What about this explosion?" And it's a trap. But it's like if the oxygen is burning into space, but not on the surface of a ship.
We put up with explosions in space because it's a fun show, and you don't go crazy about it. But this was a fire. Yeah. This was a fire outside. I mean, I remember when I first saw it last night, or whatever it was. I couldn't believe. I didn't. It was the night before. I couldn't believe it. I thought, wait a minute. Are they trying to say that they're in some kind of force bubble that has air? I mean, because I've never seen that in my life. I mean, I've seen explosions in space and all that stuff. I've never seen fire like that. Just burning, not like being blown away or just sitting there like that before, ever. So I thought it was something. At first, my granted limited brain didn't really accept what I was seeing. I thought it was something they were playing a trick, or there's something. Was I seeing what I was seeing, or are they really inside of some kind of air dome or something? Or I didn't want to believe that it was a fire in space at first. If you see what I'm saying, I'm like, that's
because you could have you could have if say the ship, something's on fire on the ship, but I mean all the oxygen would rush out incredibly quickly, and then you'd have to
doing that. I thought it was something.
No, it was different. No, it looked like that's what I'm saying. But this looked like, and that by its nature would put out the fire almost instantly too, because all the air just would be flying out. But that looked like a sustained fire on the on the top on the top, which is crazy.
And there was no explanation for it. Like again, there's some kind of little air dome or some shit, which I thought at first. And then when I realized, I don't think so. I think that's really just a fire burning. I was like, no, they wouldn't do anything. That's stupid, would they? And then I remembered I was watching Disney Star Wars. So I said, okay.
Yeah.
But I got to admit, I had a tough time accepting it because I was like, this is, but we even put up with sound in space because it's a silly movie or TV show. We don't care. I remember Harlan Ellison once spoke when he was doing as a consultant on Babylon 5. He got into it with some of the Babylon 5 special effects and some of the scientists there about sounds in space and stuff. And he said they explained to him. He said they explained to him how there's actually there's no sound in space per se, but in a sense there was. I forgot how he talked about it.
Yeah, no, there was sound in space too.
There was sound in space.
Right. We did have sound, which was totally. He was
telling them why you can't have sound. They were arguing about.
There's no medium for the sound waves to travel.
Right. Suzanne,
I mean, we did.
Hello, Suzanne.
I mean, George Lucas is interviewed, and the people bring this up. Yeah, the physics in Star Wars. Yeah, it's not supposed to be quote unquote as accurate as Star Trek, but you try to dispense with reality. Sometimes you need to dispense with reality, but Ben, the rules, we always have to stick to those rules. But basic things, like fire in space. I mean, it didn't. That kind of stuff doesn't kill the episode for me. But famously, George Lucas didn't want any, as Fiona was saying, didn't want any bras in space. So Carrie Fisher was very uncomfortable in that first movie. Yeah, button zipper. She says button doorknobs and other mundane things that would make it feel like Earth. So yeah, you wanted to be futuristic, and those are little details that you would hope that someone would catch on a show like that, or they would explain it away like, the oxygen tank is venting into the atmosphere. We've got to, put out the fire somehow, or some kind of explanation. It's a fusion reactor. Give me something,
Yeah.
give me one line there, which they obviously don't know. Just pulling up the transcript from the show and that horrible last few few lines that they had, that like the narrator is obviously going to turn out to be one of the moms, I guess, or the female bad guy. The Jedi live in a dream that they believe that everyone shares. If you attack a Jedi with a weapon, you will fail. But then and then someone did a YouTube video, and then they show Indara with the dagger in her heart, just killing the Jedi. Stealing lasers not a threat to them. Cue that picture again of her dead. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's,
But
well,
an acolyte kills without a weapon. An acolyte kills the dream. It's like, God.
is it, I mean,
Just such a bad delivery than that line.
yeah. It sucks. I already don't want to watch any more of it, but you want to watch that third one? Just
I'm gonna watch it. Yeah.
But I'm gonna watch it. No, I'll watch the third one, and after that, hey, the Geek and I, what's up?
Hey, Geek and I.
But I think I want to watch it out of curiosity, and I'm not so sure I'll keep going beyond that. I mean, it's not like I have much else to watch other than like stuff we're reviewing and stuff.
Stargirl.
Never heard of it. I've got nothing to watch. I've got nothing else to watch, like you just said. So maybe I'll watch. Except Voyager. I didn't have a huge issue with the fire in space. Where I draw the line is when they started roasting marshmallows. Well, if you're going to have a fire in space, why not roast marshmallows, though? Come on. Let them have some marshmallows. Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Thank you, Geek.
Marshmallow time. Yep.
Marshmallow. So, yeah, I mean, wouldn't you, if you were in space and you had fire there, wouldn't you not, toast a marshmallow?
Or I would use the my lightsaber to toast my marshmallows.
Can you use a lightsaber to toast a marshmallow?
I think so. Yeah. I bet you she's gonna do that in the acolyte.
Ooh, Fiona. And by the way, everyone, if you're not catching that Star Trek reference, we're gonna have to put you in the agony booth. Remember, from Trek 5, I was preparing to toast a marshmallow. And yes, Mark does have the Star Trek 5, The Final Frontier marshmallow maker.
Yeah, it's on my shelf. I'll grab it in a second.
You have it? Oh, wow.
I always have it there. I'm always ready to toast marshmallows. You never know when you're going to need it.
In the
it was actually a craft. It was a craft giveaway.
You know why?
You had it.
You know what? You know why Spock calls it a marshmallow?
Yeah, I do actually know why.
Because of the book. Well, the book explains it.
Yeah, McCoy changes the computer to the word marshmallow to marshmallow.
Marshmallow, yeah.
I love it. Don't mess with Dr. McCoy.
Yeah, but that's only in the book. That's not in I don't know if it's in the actual script or anything.
I think it's inferred. I think it's inferred. I like to infer it.
How do we toast a marshmallow? What do we do after we toast the marshmallow? We consume them. I know we consume them. But what do we do after that? I believe we engage in a ritual known as the sing-along. Yeah, row your boat. I don't care what anyone says. I like the campfire scene.
Oh, the campfire scene is pure gold. Yeah,
I love it.
yeah. Campfire scene is great.
See,
yeah.
we just talked about a better movie than a movie that's better than The Acolyte. Star Trek 5, you can say what you want. It's better than the freaking Acolyte. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of dissension on that movie when it first came out.
It was not
it's
a
got
good
some
idea.
good parts, but it's got some good parts, good
Right.
character scenes to it.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
it was probably a mistake to make that very plot. They should have done something else, but hey.
Yeah. So that was probably
The Vigago like, the Vajago like. You're killing me, Fiona. I love it. Yeah, look. Hey, Star Wars wasn't made for you.
It wasn't. No.
Well, it's not now. Not the crapalite. Just what it lets me sleep with a starship.
Yeah. I don't know what.
Oh. So do you question me? You question me. Oh crap. Doomcock says that ST5 is best viewed as a fever dream of Kirk's. I've heard him say that, yes. Yep. Well, I guess last week when I rated the Star Trek episodes, I was going to do the movies, so I'll probably do the movies soon. They're easier. What did you say you had?
Oh, well, I do have some show and tell for tonight.
Show and tell? Yeah, let's get away from this garbage like the Disney Star Wars. Clubhouse is supposed to be for fun, but last night was for beating up on garbage like and like Doctor Who and the crapalite. This Clubhouse is supposed to be for fun, everybody. Let's have fun.
Stuff, right? For good stuff, right? Yeah.
Who wants to see some show and tell?
Yep. Let me get the McPuter set up here, and I'm actually doing a clip right now that I think you guys will like. So, and Raquel, well, since Raquel is unfortunately not here, so let me just upload this really quickly. So that'll be a good intro to this this little segment here that we're going to do. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to show this, or fortunately, I have to show this again because she's going to want to see it. So, or if you're out there watching, Raquel, she's gonna enjoy this one. Yep. But
yeah, I guess they sort of are making it for you, Fiona. But you check at least most of their boxes, I guess. So yeah.
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 All right, let me save this. Yep.
All that did was make me want to watch real Star Wars or real Star Trek. The other day, this past a couple of days ago was the 40th anniversary of Star Trek 3: The Search for Spock. I'll never forget that day. That day I went to see that at the theater. Made a big deal. They had a big deal out of it. Maybe I'll talk about that.
Yeah, that
1984.
That was amazing. Amazing movie. Yeah. So let me see. Let's see. Let me upload this. Yep.
Go for it.
I need to find a spot though. Yep. Well, let's see.
My God bones. What have I done? I wish that's a quote I would love to have. That's a clip I'd like to get if you ever do that.
Which one? My God bones. What have I done?
My God bones. What have I done?
What have I done?
What you had to do? What you always do. Turn death into a fighting chance to live. Yeah. That was one of the great statements about Kirk. Trek 5 actually had a really great, like mention of Kirk when the Klingons, the heavy metal Klingons.
Oh, yeah.
They get there, he's out shooting debris and stuff. And then when he gets the order that he's going to go after the Enterprise, he goes, Enterprise, that's Kirk's ship. And of course, in Klingon, but he goes, if I could defeat Kirk, and the woman says, you would be the greatest warrior in the galaxy. Well, damn straight. Respect for Kirk.
Yeah.
He's the best.
Right? Let me. There we go.
I hear you, Fiona.
There we go. Let me add. That's the right one. Here we go. I missed my timing because as soon as you said that, would have been good. Well, because unfortunately, I know Raquel can't be here tonight, but we've got this.
Clobberin. Oh, we'll have to show that to her Saturday. Love it.
Because I can't say do the we like she can. So
from now on, I'll use that for when she's not here. I'll do.
Yeah, we got. Let's do it one more time. Why not? That's so good.
Clobberin. I should love that.
I should love that. Yeah.
Yes, true. That's true, Fiona.
Let's see here.
Apparently, the Acolyte is much better if you watch it in the original Klingon. It doesn't quite fit with the other TOS films. It always seems more in line to me with the original series. I got you. Completely agree, cover, Bobby. Potentially not watching Acolyte. Yep. I hear you, sir. Oh, my goodness. I hate you.
I know you do.
Damn you. Look at that.
Damn it, Mark. I'm rapidly going through all my
what's the new
my fantasy football earnings.
What's not what man? What you for those who don't know, that magazine, they used to do a Blake 7 magazine back in the 80s, 70s and 80s, but they stopped. And this is like continuing. This is it. What's the format like? Is it
number 24? Yep. Well, let me open it up. Yep.
Is it thin like the old one, or is it like thick?
Pretty big. That's pretty thick.
Round?
Yeah. Pretty thick. Yep. Let me move some of these toys out of the way so I can get closer to my desk here. Too many toys in this room. God damn it, Mark. Well, of course, this is the production diary series A. So these are still available for sale. You can purchase these. I think it was printed on Lulu.
They ain't cheap.
Oops, sorry about banging the camera. Oops, sorry about that. So it's about yay thick. So how much is yay thick? How much is yay thick? I think that's like
way thicker than the regular
maybe?
mag. I mean, the regular mag was very skinny.
Well, inquiring minds want to know. We'll get out the caliper. Oh, I have a new light under my camera, so I keep banging it. But Raquel would want to know this. Yep. So it's 9 millimeters, 7 millimeters. Yeah. 7 millimeters or 0.28. That's so pretty. That's only that's what a geek would do, right?
Yeah, they got comics in there. Huh? What if did they do new comics for it? I mean,
oh yeah, I'm gonna show. Yeah, well, I don't know.
There
if
were
new
comics
or not.
in that magazine.
There are, yeah. I literally just looked at it 2 seconds before I had to do the Blake 7 watch party. I just like flipped through it. A great color, great printing. I think this is printed on Lulu.
Wow, pictures from Assassin.
Yeah.
From the episode Assassin and Gold.
Let me try to get the camera to point up a little bit here and go back. Yep. It's tough to do this, but let's see.
Pictures they got in here.
So,
from episode.
Don't do that. Yep. There's my receipt. So how much did this cost?
20-something bucks.
I think this is $25 for this magazine. So and a lot of the money was going to charity, I think.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, they don't have Lulu.com. They don't have a price there, but I'll put it in the chat. Or if you just Google Blake 7 magazine. Oh, we know what that episode's from. See, on sale now, Blake 7 production diary.
Cities A. Nice. God, this is so
Comic strip rescue. Avon and the crew of the Liberator struggle to survive on the hostile world of Terminal. A stranger's on his way to find them, but that's not exactly what is in mind. Yep.
So this is an adaptation of episodes.
I guess, yeah, but I don't know if it's.
Well, yeah, Terminal's an episode. Then after that,
but I don't know if it's a brand new. You'll be able to tell, not me, if it's a brand new comic or reprint.
Yeah. I think it is because Terminal was the last episode of the 3rd season, and Rescue was the 1st episode of the 4th season.
So it says, Terrence Higgins Trust. This special edition of Blake 7 magazine is dedicated to the memory of Jeffrey Burridge. A donation was made to Terrence Higgins Trust for every copy sold. So there's a donation being made, which is very nice. We're back. Welcome to the long-awaited 24th issue of Blake 7 Monthly. It's been over 40 years since the last edition. We're thrilled to bring it back with a bang. In the fine tradition of the preceding 23 issues, we take a deep dive into the making of the Series D with exclusive interviews, behind-the-scenes insights, and a ton of rare photographs. I'm just loving this. And they got a great
Wow.
sense of humor. I mean, yeah, bring Blake 7 back. Yeah, Terry Nations. Yep.
Don't bring it back. Let's bring Terry Nation back.
Seek, locate,
Jenna.
and destroy the Federation's most wanted. There's
Nice.
there's Jenna there. Let me take that little light off. I'll make it easier.
Seek, locate, destroy.
Wanted. Herr Avon. Raj Blake. He looks cool with the beard there, yeah. So then they're doing all the characters here. So we've got again, Slaves, and Horak.
Good night, Pop Culture Republic. Have a good one.
Take care, PCR.
There's Dorian.
Sulin. Ooh, Sulin.
Sleer.
We don't know yet.
They're calling her Sleer. Yeah, I know, but she was definitely Serverland.
Why did they call her Sleer? Yeah.
Because they thought she was dead and she took on a new
that's right.
Commissioner Sleer.
Yeah. The Liberator.
Yep. The Scorpio. I like the Scorpio. Look, there's nothing that'll ever match the Liberator, but I kind of like the Scorpio and Xenon based stuff. Yeah, the comic.
So this is an old comic or?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm trying to figure out. I don't know where they got their hands on it. There was a comic. It was a comic in the series, so I don't know where they got this comic from.
Well, I do have the books that are all the comics. I haven't read them yet. Shame on me. But
what's that?
I bought the compilation of the Blake 7 comics.
Oh, when did those come out?
Last year. I showed them on the Clubhouse. Yep.
So I don't know where they got this from, because this was from a magazine that was never printed, and it looks like this is an adaptation of the episode Rescue.
So this could be brand new, then, you think? This comic, just for this magazine?
I don't know, because the previous issue had a comic in it, right? I guess.
I don't have. This is the only issue
I have one issue, but I don't have one. I'm saying so. That's why I'm wondering. This looks like old school art. It almost looks like somebody like a Park House or somebody like that. I don't think it's.
Well, they have the Jonathan Helm and Ian Kennedy illustrations.
Ian Kennedy. See, he hadn't done comics in a long time that I remember.
So my guess is this. I'll go look at my Blake 7 comic compilation and see if
this is great.
Recognize this.
I like the art a lot, and it's adapting at least partial, if not the whole episode of Rescue. Yeah. Wow, that's cool.
It's quite a few pages too. It's a lot of the comics got a lot of pages.
To be continued.
I did like that ship.
Yeah.
Wish you were Sleer. By the way, I go by Sleer now. It's a rather long story. I won't bore you with.
That's the top picture on the right page. That's from an episode called Trader. Below is from an episode called Animals. Episode the left, that's episode from episode Assassin. So it's the top right, but the bottom there might be from Gold or something like that. And then that looks like Sand. This top left with Serverland and Tarrant.
Avon Villa Orak, yeah.
Yep.
Before and Afterlife, yep. The program guide. Exclusive interview, Tony Atwood discusses the groundbreaking contributions of Blake 7 universe. In 1982, Tony wrote the first factual book around the series Blake 7, the program guide, and followed up in 1984 with Afterlife, dubbed the authentic sequel to the television series. Oh, awesome!
I have both of
those.
So
is that like the Star Trek compendium in a way, or is it?
Well, it's a very small paperback, but yes, it's not a lot of not a lot of pics in it, but yes, it was kind of, and it's a small paperback. And then he did Afterlife, which I couldn't wait to get that. I read that when it finally came out, and it's a sequel to what happens. You know, he rewrote it. I went to see Chris Boucher and asked him why Avon shoot Blake, but he didn't have an answer, and I really wanted an answer. That was Paul Darrow.
Boldero, yeah.
Because Garrett Thomas wanted him to shoot him.
Yeah.
As much as I love that episode, he shouldn't have done that.
But that he demanded that actually one of the reasons to come back to the show. And he said, "You have to show me exploding." The print, of course, is extremely high quality. It's very, very thick here.
Mm-hmm. I love her.
She was a good character, yeah.
So yeah, suited. Beautiful lady.
So let's see. Yeah. This is all Series D. Scorpio is gone. Daringly different. Tom Dickens makes the case that Series D of Blake 7, far from being the poor relation to the previous 3 series, is a showcase of imagination and innovation. I don't think any of the series are bad, right? I mean,
a lot of people don't like season D. I love it. I love it. There's 1 or 2 episodes that are not very good, but there's some great ones in there.
Time, yeah.
See, the fascinating thing about season 4 or season D is watching Avon kind of go crazy. I mean, he really gets more and more paranoid, and I mean, his character really goes through changes. Let's put it like that. But they're great. I mean, it's fun to watch and disturbing to watch actually as well. Quite disturbing to watch also. But I love it. I mean, they had some great episodes.
Pinup.
Why do they have a pinup of a hammock?
I don't know. We should have Jenna as a pinup.
That's from episode called Power. There's the space rat.
That was not a good episode.
Star Drive. Oh God, guilty pleasure, I guess.
Guilty pleasure. The end of the Star Drive was good. Yeah.
The funny ending, yeah, it was disturbing.
Is that Jeff Goldblum?
Space rats were ridiculous.
Yeah, space rat. All right. Is that one of the keepers from the cave?
He's actually going to be in the episode we're seeing next week, which Dawn of the Gods. I don't know why he's in that picture. Star Drive.
Everyone loves it. The unofficial T-shirt showing Blake 7 magazine logo is now available. Ooh, order from B T-shirt. Let me make sure I show that. So if anyone wants to get their T-shirt, if everyone Googles Cult Edge, or if one of the mods could put in Cult Edge, or put this in the chat. I'm away from my desk and the keyboard, so I hope you can read that.
It looks like Newt. Looks like Newt.
Yeah. You guys put that in. Yeah.
Good night, Ravenscroft. Thanks for being here. Well, we'll be back next week with the usual. Dorian was an interesting character.
So we got a double pin up there.
Yeah.
Full spread. The print is gorgeous, I have to say. Yeah.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah. Ooh, cool. Look at that. Blake's Junction.
Who's the chick? I couldn't see the chick. It was
short comedy film. Oh, that's I gotta. It's kind of tough. This magazine's so big, it's tough to get the whole.
Fiona. She's Ziona. She was from episode Warlord, which was the second to last episode of the series. Yeah, Martin Freeman was on this Blake's Junction thing.
Yeah, it's awesome.
This comedy show, the Martin
short
Freeman
comedy sci-fi film. Yeah, I haven't seen that, but 2004 Film Festival. I'll have to watch that or find that. Yeah.
I've seen it a long time ago.
I'm like, wait a minute, he wasn't on Blake 7.
Yeah, it's kind of
uniform fits. Yeah,
I didn't think it was that great, personally.
You think it was that great, but well, at least it's getting the attention, though, right?
Black lives are black knives. Thank you for being here. Welcome. Have a great night. Thank you so much.
Take care.
It's Paul Darrow. She is.
So they're gonna have
episode Headhunter
coming soon. Series B, so I'll have to buy that too. And I guess they're gonna have more annuals, I guess. Or no, those are the annuals, not the magazine. Yep.
Yes, that was Martin Freeman. That was Martin Freeman. Damn.
So these are the annuals that
Yeah, I would love
I
to
think
get
you have
those.
one of those annuals. They're huge
No,
compilations.
I
of the
don't have
series,
any
right?
of those. I wish.
They're massive, right? I think you can still get them.
Oh, I'd love to get them. They're expensive as hell. I mean, you just
Expensive,
can't
yeah,
afford all that stuff. I
yeah,
think
yeah.
these things
But
are not cheap.
no, they're not. This wasn't bad. This was like $25.
Yeah, but even
All
that's a
considering
lot.
the work.
But yeah, it's
Yeah,
great.
but
The
considering the
view,
work
believe
that
me.
went into this,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, it's a beautiful. Look, I would have those in a heartbeat if I could. Promise you that much. So I'm not knocking
Man,
them. They're
yeah.
beautiful.
The price is the price is reasonable for
Not
what you're
unreasonable,
getting.
yeah. But I mean, although
Yeah, yeah.
those they were like five. Bag was most like $2 or $3 when it was coming out in the old days, but that was a long time ago.
Yeah, but I was reading somewhere that they sold like 300 of these, or don't get me wrong, but I think they were surprised. They sold 200 really quickly. They were happy. So these are all, it's a small Lulu. It's print to order. So,
Yeah,
but it's a gorgeous print. I mean, just really high quality.
right.
So it's going to be fun to read this. Yep. So
Very cool. Terminal.
yeah, all the behind the scenes, and this was.
Terminal's a great
That's a
episode.
snake, yeah. Yeah, so it's complicated to
Rescue.
make these things.
Also a great episode.
Yeah, so it's not easy making these things work on a limited budget, but they did it.
Yeah.
Enjoyed. So yeah, it's going to be fun to. Blake 7 Star 1 animated motion picture.
Man.
What's that? Is that like a teaser?
I don't know, but they better not do it.
You're in charge. Yep.
They better leave it alone.
Concept art for Jenna Stannis by David Mowbray. Blake 7 Enterprises. Yep. I don't remember Jenna looking like that on the show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Plants are just there for people who can't cope with freedom. So what is this? All this animated stuff.
Is that Apollo? Looks like Apollo from Battlestar Galactica.
Raj Blake.
Why does he look like Apollo from Battlestar Galactica?
I don't know. Maybe they're going to get the like. Oh, Blake 7, the animated series. 26 by 24 minute CGI series. Animated series created by Ben Arth and Andrew Sewell. The animated series of Blake 7 will capture the imagination of anyone who loves the science fiction and compelling stories. So I guess they're making an animated series.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Is it a fan series?
I don't know. Maybe.
April 2000. Okay, April 2000. This probably never happened.
They probably tried. They tried before.
Announces acquisition of Blake 7 series rights from State of Terry Nation. Plans for TV movie set 20 years after the last episode of the series. Along with Paul Darrow. That was when Paul Darrow was involved, yeah.
Right.
Slated for the reprise of Avon, yeah.
In the year
2005, yeah. Yeah, so they wrote pilot scripts for the animated series. The article presents elements of a 2010 pitch document for the animated series, including character profiles and an episode guide. Concept art was developed between 2005 and 2010. Oh, this is fascinating. I love seeing this.
Well, yeah.
So it never happened.
No.
But that was when Paul Darrow was involved, right?
So
yeah, so that's they dug that out of the. So wow, yeah.
It'd be nice if they'd done it right, anyway.
Yeah. Well, if Darrow was involved, I would think it would be pretty cool. Yep. Look at Commander Serverland. That's pretty cool. I like that, yeah. Federation Trooper. Yeah, no, that would have loved to have seen that. Yep.
It's Michael Gow in the episode tonight.
We're supposed to review tonight. Yep.
And E.T.
Like nothing else on Earth. Yep.
E.T.
What the heck is this?
Candy and cards.
Yep. 3 cola creams in unearthly colors, and because they're not just fun to eat, because in every ET pack there's a free ET picture card. 12 cards in the series. It's a lot of biscuits to enjoy right here on Earth. ET Cola Cream, something to phone home about. Yeah. Wonder how much those are worth now if you had them all. But
Yeah, no.
so yeah, so I
This is
so
very
this
nice.
was
Very nice.
very well done by so it's on sale. Cult's Edge, or Cult Edge. So check out the website. Or I don't know if Ahmad put that in or not, or if someone could goggle it and put it in. But of course, this this is quite a thick book,
Yeah,
as you can see here.
it looks so cool.
Yeah, some
But that was a
put the
lot more
light on.
expensive too.
That one was more money. Yeah, that
Yeah.
one was. Let me put my light up here. Maybe it'll help. A little
Jelly,
bit. I got too many action figures in the way. I can't see the switches here.
No kidding. Fiona could have given a free ET video game with everything back. Yes, they could have indeed.
Right? All right, I get sorry, put the light up a little bit. That'll help. So this is gorgeous. Yep. So this is Production Diary Series A, which means Series 1 for you people in Rio Linda. First season. So wow, it's 258 pages.
Wow.
And they've got the whole production diary. Wow, that's gonna take a long time to read.
You could just skip up a little bit.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna, yeah.
Hey.
So, but yeah, so here's Terry Nation.
The greatest doctor of them all.
I'm Baker. So
Terry Nation.
they wanted to create the dialects, and Doctor Who, obviously, in 1963. I guess they still own the rights to the dialects. I guess
His state still owns partial rights to the dialects.
Partial, right? Yeah. So
oh yeah, I mean they
kind of,
and the BBC has to use them every so often, or they'd lose it.
They'd lose it, right? Yeah.
Their first shot at it.
Yeah. So these are some of the, then I'll go much faster. Obviously, I just wanted to say these are the starting. And I haven't even looked at this book yet. It's the first time I'm picking it up.
Well,
So
Raquel,
the production notes. Raquel will go crazy over this. Yeah. Principles, all the scripts. It's amazing they saved all this stuff for just working every day. Dear Ronnie, Blake 4. Blake 5 is already in the works. I hope you enjoy this episode. I'll call you next week and perhaps we can talk a meeting. As ever, sincerely, Terry N. So planning episode 4. This time.
That would be Time Squad.
Yep. Yes. Oh, so the Blake 5. That means just episode 5, I guess, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I suppose so. Yeah. Yeah, I suppose so.
Yes. Yeah. So I'm going.
Oh, there's Sally.
David Jake. Yep.
Sally and the Vet looks good right to this before.
Yeah.
That's not from an episode either.
Yeah. Oh, she's a gorgeous lady. Yeah. The logo is done by Bob Blagden.
What's worse?
Start flipping.
One More Day or The Timeless Child? In my opinion, The Timeless Child is worse. Spider-Man they were able to kind of just ignore that, and the fact they did kind of just mostly get away from it. They're both pretty despicable, but Timeless Child, it's easier to retcon and to dump terrible things done to a comic book character and to move on. They've proven that in comics. Then you get more shots at it. Then when it's a TV show like that, to that level, what they did to Doctor Who, I consider what they did to Doctor Who even worse because, man, it destroyed every single inch of the lore. So, in my opinion, it's worse, but opinions may vary on that. Not defending
the original Liberator.
Defending One More Day either though.
One More Day is pretty damn bad too. Yeah.
Oh, it's bad. It's horrible.
Science fiction never turned me on. I never believed in it, but they're offering me 340 pounds a week, so I said yes. Jan Chappelle. Yep. How much is 340 pounds back then a week? I wonder. Is that good money?
A halfway decent gig, a halfway decent gig to make a living.
Oh God, look at these pictures of Liberator.
Yes, Fiona, absolutely. Oh, that's beautiful.
Wow. I gotta pull my. Oh yeah, so there is Aztecing on it. God damn it, because it's gonna make more work. But
What do you mean?
Yeah, so well, because mine is total that I did was totally white, but there's
It's
Aztecing.
okay.
I know it's okay. I
You
just still
can't
owe
put
you
that. You
that.
can't put that on there.
No, I'm not gonna do that. But I've bought the decals and I gotta put those suckers on. But oh yeah, look at that! Wow, very very cool. No, so it's definitely great. I mean, with the SD quality and probably the lighting, but you can see the yeah, it's not just one clear white. So the model is, they'll put you'll mask the model and you'll paint different colors. If Sean is there, he knows how to do this in the chat. I can't see the chat. I'm waiting for the chat, everyone. But that's cool to see those. And wow, it's actually orange there. Wasn't that comes across as red on the show? But maybe that's the lighting.
Yeah.
Things change with the lighting, but this
You
looks
can't.
more orange there.
Yeah. As far as when I'm watching the show, I don't remember seeing all those colors like that.
Yeah. No, it was washed out maybe from the lights. But interesting. Yeah, and the lines there, that looks almost black on white there. And the lines don't go to the end of the model either. Interesting. Yeah. But yeah, we can't, you can't. Nice. I want to read the whole book right now, but oh,
Hey,
Stephen Grief.
good old Stephen.
Yes, I can. Oh, she was cute. Yeah. This is all about the first season. Wow, this is great stuff. Yeah. Look, they're holding the Liberator together with some straps there to keep it, I guess, from falling apart. Maybe
Nice.
keep it safe. Liberator model in repair. In repair. Yep.
Yeah.
It makes sense. Yeah, well, it's probably fragile with those struts and sections like that. Could you imagine walking in a workshop and having that in your workshop? Like, do you mind if I borrow this? I walk in. I think that just sold on eBay. I was reading. Well, a couple. It's been years now, but somehow that went to auction. Yep.
Yeah.
Hope everyone's enjoying this.
Fiona says, Mark, that's 6,982 pounds and 55 pence, or whatever. In today's dollars, there was that terrible inflationary period in the UK. Yes.
Wow, so it's about $6,000 a week. Today's, by today's money.
Roughly.
So that's 24,000 a month. Yep. So that's pretty. I'd take that. Take that. Yep.
Yeah.
Does anyone want me on their science fiction show?
Huh.
I'm sure that Raj obviously, the main actors. I wonder, would they all get paid the same, or did Paul Darrow get paid more? I would assume so.
I mean, I'm sure the title character, Paul Darrow, got a little bit more.
Yeah.
I watched one of the Star Maidens, that first episode. He's not the main guy in it, but he's in it. He's like the secondary guy in it. He's in it a lot.
Yeah, that's the Star Maidens. Was that the German series I found? German BBC, yeah, sci-fi series. Yep. Star Maidens.
It wasn't the BBC. It was an ITV show.
Oh, ITV.
And they had a higher budget. The ITV traditionally had far bigger budgets than BBC because they were private.
Okay, yeah. Private. Okay, yeah. There's an article about Lucky Seven. Gareth has starry look. Let's see. So Gareth Thomas is in the chap's name, and the Beeb have picked him to star in Blake and their biggest space epic dreamed up by Doctor Who Nation. It's called Blake 7. It's sort of Dirty Dozen in orbit. So it's, I guess, a preview article. It's tough to read. It's small, but yeah. Yeah, just this is a great book.
Wow.
To read all this stuff. I love all the behind the scenes stuff and looks like a production. Blake 7 recording schedule. Well, yeah, when they recorded everything. I mean, they did a lot of work on this production tire. This is gorgeous. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, not easy. Yeah, these are better shots of the Liberator than I've ever seen. I'm sure in the magazines, but these are the best shots. Yeah.
See what's gold
See.
around that? Around the middle there, that's gold.
Yeah, it's gold. Yeah.
Leon Knight, what's up? Hey there.
Any on night.
It's gold.
It's gold. Yeah, yeah. So wow, this is darn nice. So the last page. What's on the last page? Get that cool logo there. Wireframe art. Blake 7 returns to BBC One with a brand new series of adventures next year. Series B. Yep. So the back of the book says impressive comprehensive piece of research, a thing of beauty, SFX. So I'd agree with that. Yep. A fantastic achievement, Gary Russell. One of the best behind the scenes books I've read, Mike Tucker. This book chronicles a complete story of Blake 7, Series A, from Terry Nation's initial pitch meeting at the BBC in September 1975 to the broadcast of Oric in March 1978 and beyond. Delve into every facet of the series, including script development, casting, visual effects, location filming, studio recording, press reactions, and audience feedback. It's the most comprehensive analysis of Blake 7 ever published. And that looks like I haven't seen many Blake 7's books, but I can't imagine going into more detail. Yeah. Presented in the form of a production diary with narrative conveyed in real time, it offers a vivid sense of the unfolding events. You'll have unprecedented insight into the formidable challenges encountered by the production team as they endeavor to bring Terry Nation's ambitious ideas to life on a tight schedule and an even tighter budget, that's for sure. Dedicated to every individual who contributed to the creation of Blake 7, this book celebrates the collective dedication that shaped it into a truly unique and wonderful series. Written and researched by Jonathan Helm, book designed by Graham Robertson. This book is not for profit and raising money for UNICEF and Alzheimer's Society. Published by Cult's Edge, 2024. So yeah, what a great job. Yeah, beautiful job. I can't imagine the hours and hours and hours that went into making this book. So it's well worth it, and it's I'm lucky to have it, and it's yeah, I gotta put a note in there to, some
Love it.
going through my stuff someday. Do not throw away. Yeah, someone please read. Yeah,
Love it.
Yeah, those are classics. Yeah, so I don't know if anyone get the link in for those.
I don't think so.
Link for Cult's Edge. Did anyone find that, or?
I don't really have it. No.
I'll grab it. Yeah.
Fiona says, I can't find. I can't find what Paul Darrow got paid, but I did find that BBC offered to raise Gareth Thomas' salary when he wanted to leave. He refused, of course. Yes, he did.
Interesting. Yeah.
After Terry Nation left the series, Paul Darrow was so fed up with the inconsistent way that Avon was written that he gave up and started playing him, as slowly losing his mind to compensate for it. That explains, and I've read about things like that, similar things like to that before, not exactly that, where, if you look at the fourth season, which again I loved, Avon was losing his mind, but it was fascinating. I mean, it was a fascinating character study. You can kind of see it though, yeah.
Yep.
But I liked it.
So here we go. Here's the link here. So we've got this is Graham. I guess that's the designer, Graham.
Hmm.
Graham Robertson. Oh, here's the here's the website. You can buy this and more information. So let me show the website. So this is Cult Edge. Yep. So let me share this. Yep. This is where you can get it, or information on where you can get it. So Cult's Edge is a passion project. Fan of cult television, Cult Edge is a chance for me to unleash the restraints and design imaginative products reflecting a very niche interest. So here we go. So here's the annuals, 1982 and 2023.
Yep, those are not. I'd love to get them, but they ain't cheap.
Yeah, no, I can't. Yeah,
the missing Blake 7 annuals.
show's 45th anniversary. Yep. Both books were designed by me, were edited and coordinated for me by with Carol Ramsey. Both books were self-published and have so far raised £4,200 for charity. Yep. So the 82 annual and then unofficial annual 2023. And this person's very talented. You can see from opening up that book. And let's see here. So it's available here. Let me copy the link.
One day I'm gonna try. If they still have those available, I'm gonna try to get them.
Oh, they're still available. Yeah, they're still available.
I know, but I mean, they're
on demand. Yeah.
Look how expensive they are.
Yeah, let's see how much. And this is the other copy link address. Yeah, let me see how much those are. Yep. Let me check. Verifying you are human. Yes, Cloudfair. I am human. Let me. Oh, page not found. Oh, well, page not found. But I'm sure if you go to Lulu. So short stories, Thieves and Killers. So it's great to read this fan fiction. Let's see if it's available yet. And then here's the production diary, of course, that we just looked at. It's just incredible. Yeah. Just amazing. Yeah. And then Cult Edge Zine. All things cult television adjacent. So it'll be printed on uncoated stock and print litho rather than digital. It's crowdfunded in currently early stages of development. So it's like a fan magazine. Yep.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Yeah.
Coolness.
Oh, that's GR Design. Yep. So that's the person behind that. Yep. So great stuff. Yep. Yep.
Oh yeah, well, yeah, really, that is so amazing, and definitely in keeping with our Blick 7 tone.
Yeah, that worked.
One day I shall get those. In the meantime, I forgot to mention this at the beginning of the show. In keeping with all that, we talked about a little bit last night, but I think we should talk a little bit again about a truly great loss to Doctor Who. Doctor Who's lost enough. Doctor Who fandom's lost enough with the show being so horribly destroyed and everything like that. And now, one of its own. Now, many Doctor Who actors and and writers and producers pass over the years. This one is truly special because William Russell, born I think Russell Enoch he was born the name Russell Enoch, was the first amongst the three Doctor Who companions at first, but he was so much more. The character of Ian Chesterton, excuse me, who appeared in the very first episode of Doctor Who, An Unearthly Child. Oh, good night, JT Kirk. Take it easy, buddy.
Take care, JT.
He was so crucial to this show, so vital to the early days of development of this show. I believe he was older than William Hartnell when the first Doctor. When he got the role of the school teacher from Coal Hill School, with his friend, his co-teacher, a fellow teacher, Barbara, and there were teachers to the Doctor's mysterious granddaughter, Susan, and they were the first strangers to walk into the TARDIS on Totter's Lane. And, the show was very different back then. The Doctor was kind of old and frail and kind of an old grandfatherly type, if you will. He was Susan's grandfather. And so at that time, it was kind of up to Ian to be sort of the hero. He was the hero of the show. Doctor was not a hero. The Doctor was very much of an anti-hero at that time. I don't know if you've watched any of those old episodes.
No, yep.
Well, Ian was there for the first 2 years of the series of William Hartnell's years, and he was very, very big for the show. He all the action was done by Ian. I mean, the Doctor was not. He was a very old man, He was, although William Hartnell wasn't super old, he was not in good health for that back then. It was old.
Yeah. I mean, he wasn't by today's his age. I think was it 55 or 60 or.
It was 55 when he got the role.
Yeah. So not today. I guess people age differently, of course, too. So
right, absolutely.
But,
look
you're
at
in
that,
better shape today.
Look at him right there, 55, right there.
Yeah, no, I thought it was
unreal.
Anyone who's 55, that's pretty damn old. So yeah.
Sentai Ranger Donnie, the condolences on that, buddy. So he William Russell was very important to this show, and he was very good on the show, very beloved character, and like I said, that doctor was not a doctor of action, so you had Ian doing everything. That then you had to help him all along a lot, really. Now when he left the show, and they brought in another young character, John Platt. Hello there. Welcome, sir.
Hey, John.
Yes, Neon Knight. Cool. So, when Patrick Troughton took over, he wasn't as infirm or as frail as William Hartnell was, who was really getting sick towards the end of the series. But he had some like younger companions. He had Ben, and Polly. Then he had Ben, Polly, and Jamie. Then he had Jamie and Victoria. Then Jamie and Zoe. So Jamie, again, a young guy who could do some of the fighting and all that stuff. It really wasn't until William Hartnell till the doctor became a doctor who could handle his own action.
Yeah,
he became a doctor of action. So William Russell was very important to the show, and all throughout the years after that, one of the most beloved companions by fans. He treated fans very well. He was just a really amazing fellow. And, this guy, he wasn't just on Doctor Who. He was in The Great Escape with, guys like Richard Attenborough and Charles Bronson and James Garner and, James Coburn, and on and on and on. You know what else he was in? He was in Superman the movie in 1978. He was one of the Kryptonians, believe it or not, on the Council of Kryptonians. And of course, he only had a few months to go to hit the big 100. And he's, by the way, he made an appearance on toward the end of Jodie's horrible run. They brought him in for an episode of The Power of the Doctor, where he was sitting with the other bunch of other past companions of the Doctor, which put him in the Guinness Book of World Records for the longest period between an established character appearing on a TV show, which was like 57 years.
Split apart.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, 57 years. Ezra Goldstein, shalom, my friend. So, so he was great. He was really a terrific character, and by all counts I've ever heard, everyone just called it what a lovely man. Very nice to everybody, all of his fans who met him. And he is a gigantic, super important chunk of Doctor Who history that, it should be definitely cannot be understated. Is for those of us, I love this show. I've been a fan of this show for 42 years now. I don't have I'm an ugly American, so I don't have the claim to Doctor Who that our British friends have, but I don't care. I love it as much as you do. My British friends, there are plenty of us, some ugly Americans that love Doctor Who as much as you do. But it is yours. And we appreciate you sharing it with us. We share Star Trek with you, by the way.
Yeah.
we let you be Star Trek fans. I'm kidding, but it's funny how it is kind of funny how you hear hey, Oliver Belamonte. Some of our British friends like Some of our British friends like to razz us and say, "Hey, Doctor Who is British. Americans should never have anything to do with it." But they're kidding us. And so we're going, yeah, but we have Star Trek and we let you have it. So it's true, though. It's true. So no one ever said. Everyone says Doctor Who is only British, which was why I was against the Fox pilot for Paul McGann, which I hated, actually. They shouldn't have made an American Doctor Who.
Yeah.
I'm totally on your side with that.
With Eric Roberts as the master.
Oh, awful. So I still, nevertheless, Star Trek, well, it's an American show, but you don't really think about it. You just think it's for everybody. It's the whole world. It's kind of funny how that works out. Whereas Doctor Who should never be made by anyone but our Brit friends.
Yep.
I agree, Paul.
British sensibility. It's just something about it.
It really is. That's why they should keep Disney out of it. But too late for that. It's not real Doctor Who anymore anyway. It's fake filth. So yeah. We love you, our dear British friends, for helping giving us Doctor Who. We're sorry about what has happened to it, but nevertheless, we'll still always celebrate the classics, and we will always celebrate the wonderful people who made, classic, real deal Doctor Who possible. And there are very few people as instrumental in giving us Doctor Who than William Russell. He's right up there. The contributions made by, of course, Sidney Newman, Verity Lambert. I always forget that gentleman's name who directed the first one. Sorry. I wish I could remember. But, and of course, he's up there with William Hartnell. Oh man, Carol Ann Ford as Susan, and oh man, the lovely lady who plays Barbara, that I'm forgetting her name. She actually went back and played a different character on Doctor Who once. But so a big clobbering times. Thank you and R.I.P. Rest in peace to the great William Russell. Thank you, sir, and clobber on up there.
Yep.
Thanks for what you did for Jacqueline Hill. Thank you, Ezra. I hate when I forget stuff. She was wonderful. They're all wonderful. And we've lost a lot. I mean, obviously, we've lost a lot of Star Trek people, and we've lost a lot of Doctor Who people.
Oh, they're old shows now too, right? I mean, so
yeah. I mean,
yeah.
Yep. And we still have the great Tom Baker with us.
God, yeah. Every time I see Tom Baker trending on Twitter,
scares the
I always
hell out of me.
They gotta add something. I wish
he's not the only one, but yeah,
it should be like, whenever you see someone you really love, it's like on Twitter, it's like there should be like a trending but not dead section, please.
Right,
Elon, if you're listening, if you could add that.
Every time I'm like,
oh God, he's getting up there, but it's just God forbid, it's don't live forever, right? I mean, so unless you can get yourself into an android body.
Oh yeah, all-time John Platt says all-time classic and much beloved TV shows such as Doctor Who should always be shared with the world for everyone to watch and enjoy. Unfortunately, the same cannot be said for current day Doctor Who. There's no Doctor Who anymore. It's dead. It's even deader than Star Wars. Celebrate celebrity birthdays, says Alala Monte, Michelle Phillips, aka Dr. Janice Meinheim, and Susie Plaxton, aka Kaylar from Star Trek: The Next Generation. Parker Stevenson from Baywatch. Oh my goodness, from Probe. That's right. I gotta send
Probe,
him I gotta send him a birthday thingy. Parker Stevenson, that's my boy right there. He's my good, close, personal friend. Waris Hussein, that's right. Waris Hussein. Thank you, Asa. So, Parker Stevenson, yes. My good buddy who I met and hung out with a few times 10 years ago. Wow, it's been 10 years, a couple months back. 10 years. that I hung out with my boy, Parker Stevenson.
Did he come on your
Great
show at
guy.
all, or
No, I
back on the
haven't.
beat?
I didn't want to bother him. I was being an idiot.
So you're too
I
nice.
might.
You should
Yeah.
bother people. Damn it.
You should know.
I mean, I would have asked him
Look
about
what's
the
up.
first season of Baywatch, big time, but you would have asked him about Probe. I'd be probing about Baywatch, but
Well, yeah, but he could. Yeah, I would have to as well. I mean, he didn't really remember much about Probe because it didn't last long. He remember
Right.
some things. He remember he really enjoyed it and liked the character, but that's about it. But he'd probably just be nice to me, you know. I'm the only one that loves Probe. But yeah, I should have got him on. Who knows? Maybe I'll get him on soon. And I'll say, look, I only
Yeah.
waited 10 years to get you on, man. Come on. Super cool guy, though.
yeah.
Parker Stevenson was brilliant on that show. You're just jealous that you don't have a show like I do. I have my own show.
No, you have your own show that only you know
Yeah.
about. I still haven't watched it yet. I gotta watch it, I guess.
Yeah, you wouldn't like it. I don't know
I
why I'm
wouldn't
saying
like
that.
it.
He's
Yeah.
72? Oh my God. No.
That's
72.
inconceivable.
Boy, it's old. He wasn't on Baywatch long, though.
Well, Baywatch, he was on the first season with NBC. Then NBC, has a track
Yeah.
record for canceling good shows like Star Trek, and they
Baywatch
canceled
wasn't a good show.
They canceled. Baywatch is a great show.
What?
And they canceled Baywatch, and it went into syndication. Became the most watched TV show in the world at one
Yeah,
point.
but it was
I
just
remember,
you can watch bikinis on. You can get the Sports Illustrated bikini issue.
let me tell you, in college, hey, Baywatch is on study break.
Pamela Anderson and
Come on,
Erica Eleniak and there's some hotties now. There's no question
the
about
first
that.
season, yeah. That was a fun show. Yeah, Mitch, come on, an opening theme, and then you got Baywatch Nights. But yeah, so NBC canceled the show and it went into syndication. I remember watching like a thing on Entertainment Tonight, Baywatch, the most popular TV show in the world. They were showing people in the third world who did not have electricity firing up their generator to watch Pamela Anderson on Baywatch. They would start the generator to watch it. Yeah,
Boy,
Yeah.
is that not true and a half there? Fiona, as far as canceling great shows,
yeah.
Fox is the worst.
Yeah.
They are the blue ribbon champs. But yeah,
That's true. Yeah,
but that's
they're
because
pretty good at it though too.
because Baywatch. Wait a minute, who canceled Baywatch? It was NBC.
NBC, yeah.
But where'd they go after that? I thought they stayed on
Syndication.
NBC.
No.
That's right. It was syndication.
I went to syndication. Yeah.
But Baywatch Nights was ridiculous.
But it was on it was on NBC for one season. The movie is pretty darn funny too, I thought. But,
Baywatch Nights didn't last that long.
3 seasons, I think.
Was it 3?
2 seasons.
It was so stupid. Good Lord.
Yeah, Baywatch Nights or 2 seasons. 2 seasons. Yep. So yeah. The show
Wow.
was canceled after its first season on NBC, but survived through syndication and later became the most watched television series in the world. See? Wikipedia agrees with me. So, with a weekly audience of over 1.1 billion viewers, despite constantly negative critical reviews from Clobberin Times, earning a reputation as a pop culture phenomenon and frequent source of illusion and parody. The show ran in its original title and format from 89 to 99. From 99 to 2001, it was a setting change in large cast all overall. It was known as Baywatch Hawaii. All right, yeah.
Oh,
And everyone was very popular in Germany because everyone knows the Germans love David Hasselhoff. So
yeah, the nights will never be the same. Oh my God, it was. There you go. Yeah, sure. Anyway, it had my boy Parker on there, and happy birthday to him. I'll definitely have to send him a birthday thing. He's what an awesome dude. I mean, I've often thought, because again, no one here knows about Probe, so you don't have to. I'm sorry, I won't go into it too much. I've always thought that of all the things that you could remake, something that used things that didn't have a chance. But I wouldn't have wanted anyone else playing that character. But it'd have been cool if they brought him back years later. I would have known. I would wanted to write him, but I couldn't write him. And I could write the character, but you have to write Probe. You have to be a scientist. Remember, Isaac Asimov helped with all the script. It was called Isaac Asimov's Probe, and he was the mysteries are science based. I mean, I don't know if you could call it science fiction. In a way, you can, because he had some science fiction type concepts, but he didn't believe in that sort of thing. and yet they had some pretty out there concepts. So in a sense, it was science fiction, but it was his character and his character interaction with the Ashley Crow character that made it so great and so fun. And they wouldn't today. If that had been a show that caught on that was modern day, it would have been there would have been a bunch of chicks shipping it so much, like the Tumblr girls, because they would have liked him and all that kind of stuff. When it wasn't that, it was more of a moonlighting type relationship, except they weren't really flirting that much. It was only 7 episodes. Who knows what would have happened? It looked like it was going that way, but we'll never know. But man, it just why?
Yeah.
And now can't even get good copies. Term is futurist. It was. You think? Did you see Probe, Fiona? You think it was a futurist show? I'll defer to you on that. I mean, believe me, I trust you. You're the science officer. But I would just, oh, you have seen it. Oh my goodness. I want more. You know what? Another thing I lost. I love the show so much. I lost. I had an unshot script and it got lost in one of my moves when I left to the comic shop. I didn't know you'd seen that, Fiona. Great. Since Johnny. Well, I hear you, buddy. Poor old Rob's okay. So I would like it was one thing I was telling Mark is I'm worried about the show because nobody's ever going to put it on DVD. So the sound, like the episodes that are on Probe, the sound's deteriorating really bad. I gotta go check. I'm gonna go back and check my bootlegs and see if those sound better. Because I still have a bootleg.
The good thing is that Adobe Premiere has new vocal enhancements, AI enhancements you can run through on videos, and I'll be darned. I mean, it does a damn good job. Actually, it was I did run through one of the Probe episodes to try to improve it, and they just did some updates. I'm going to run it through again to see if it improves
cool.
that you can't do anything with the picture. Well, someday I don't have the upscaling technology.
Picture's still okay in some of them,
but as long as you want to get audio is just so important, especially we're on YouTube here. When I first started, and everyone kept saying get a decent mic. You always want to have a good mic, right? Is audio or visuals one thing, but if people can't hear, it's clicking or clacking, or that's just so distracting for everyone out there. So hopefully
Neon Knight, the series was called Isaac Asimov's Probe. It lasted for 7 whole episodes in 1988 from January to June or whatever it was. January to May or April or whatever it was. And it was basically Parker Stevenson who he's like this brilliant scientist. He's considered the greatest mind of the 20th century. He's started this big gigantic scientific research a company called Serendip, but he hates it. So he lives in a warehouse way on the other side outside of town and never goes into the office. And he's sent the guy running it for him gets pissed off at him all the time. So he sends him a secretary and he tries to get rid of her. But so the secretary, played by Ashley Crow, who doesn't know anything about science, comes out there to work for him. And that's where the show begins. And he has science detective adventures. And it's brilliant plots. But the thing is, they're so complemented by the brilliant characterization, look, when I first saw it was coming on TV in 1988, I said, "What is that? That Hardy Boys guy, Parker Stevenson? Hardy Boys." And then I thought, but it says Isaac Asimov's name was on it, so I recorded it and went out to work. I just recorded it with my VCR, got home, and I watched it with my then wife, and just loved it and watched it. And they ran the pilot. There were 2. It's cut into 2 episodes now, but it was a pilot. And I watched the pilot over and over again. And then, of course, recorded each week and just fell in love with it. And then I remember after watching that last episode, my favorite episode is the last episode. And and then so it's not coming back. They don't tell you anything, just that it's not going to be back. Kept waiting. Oh no, you got to be sitting me. And so from then, I watched my tapes over and over and over again. It's never going to be put out on DVD. Oh, Plan 10 from Outer Space. Plan 10 from Outer Space is a weird, kooky episode. Could not be reached. It's not one of my favorites, but I do love it. I mean, I love them all, even the lesser ones. But my favorite episodes are Quit It, the pilot, Computer Logic, which is it's called Computer Logic. Actually, oh my God, Untouched by Human Hands. Now You See It. I mean, it's the few there are. The weaker ones are great. Like Plan 10's great. The name of the series is Isaac Asimov's Probe, as we're not to be confused with another show that had a pilot called Probe. They're on YouTube. And what makes it so special to me is not just the very clever plots, but the performance by Parker Stevenson is so great. He's he plays him very much like a Sherlock Holmes, but also a very arrogant scientist who could do any damn thing and knows everything. And yet he meets this girl's his match, even though she doesn't know anything about science. And but when she first meets him, she doesn't believe what she's walked into. And so, I mean, I just love it. You have decent copies, Fiona? Let's see. I have decent copies. I can send them. I have copies, but thank you. They're upscaled to 480p, and the sound is okay. You can hear that what they're saying without issue. Wow. Here's the thing.
Fiona, if you can send them to me, and then I have a way to get them to Clobbering Times.
Well, here's the thing. I appreciate that, by the way, Fiona. When I recorded them in 1988, I watched them so many times that, I mean, I had them, I've still, even with my bad memory, I have them memorized now. But then in 1993 or 2, whatever it was, the Sci-Fi Channel ran them on it was called the Series Collection, which means they were showing short-lived TV shows, science fiction TV shows. And when I recorded them off there to get better copies, and they were butchered. They were chopped. There were bits chopped out. And I was watching one. I'm getting infuriated. Like, wait a minute. They cut a line out, those sons of. Oh my God, they cut whole lines out. So I had to keep my old copies. I still kept those for nice copies. So then what little syndication had, they maybe chopped it. They used the Sci-Fi copies. So yes, Probe. Isaac Asimov's Probe, Pooch Cat. So later, when I see one pop up, I bought a bootleg at a con, and some of the ones that it copied seem to be they're butchered up from the Sci-Fi Channel. In fact, I know they are because they have the little bitty Sci-Fi Planet thing at the bottom of them. Some of them. Oh, you're much better one. Oh, cool. I mean, look, better than the one. Yeah, the ones on YouTube are terrible. The sound's awful. Sometimes when I'm really lazy and I just turn on YouTube, but I feel like watching an episode again, I'll just watch it on there, but then I get really frustrated with the sound. So, but yeah, I appreciate that, Fiona. You may have better ones than I. Then I'm gonna go watch my bootleg copies again, and see, even though some of them are taken from Sci-Fi Channel copies, the sounds are probably better than they are on YouTube. The problem is, though, they should put them out on freaking DVD. They put a lot of other shows on DVD.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. They're from the original run. Thank you. Wow. I'd love that, Fiona. You probably got way better copies of me.
Well, there's Fiona, if you can get me the files, I have a way to get them to Clobbering Times. We'll just leave it at that. So if you can get them to me somehow, or through WeTransfer or something, so sending the physical, that would be.
I would love that. Because they butcher, they butcher lines out of stuff all the time. But in some cases, you have to watch something like 1 million times to know it. Like Star Trek.
You're the only person in the world that knows what they cut out of Probe.
Yeah, you're getting guaranteed.
Probably that. Parker Stevenson wouldn't know, but you would know.
Oh yeah, yeah. I still no, I don't have a VCR anymore, Ezra, but I still have all my old tapes. And I have a friend who has a VCR.
Your VCR died, or
oh, way back. Yeah, I mean, I still have all the tape stuff. I still have all 52 episodes of Blake 7 on VHS.
Yeah, I think they the last company making VCRs stopped production. Like it's probably been like 4 or 5 years ago now. But yeah,
he and the thing is about that is, I remember back in 1988 or whatever it was, 87 or 88, they came back. They put like, I remember I already had all the Star Trek episodes recorded, but I remember just turning it on when they brought it back from syndicated. They put it back on one of our channels, and I watched it. And I was like, look at this copy. It's perfect. It was a brilliant, beautiful copy. They said, oh my God, they got new copies of Star Trek. They cleaned them up. We'd heard about this. We didn't know it was coming out. And then I watched one, and they cut a whole line, the whole lines out. They trimmed them up for time, and I was pissed. B-roll, hello there. Hey, B-roll, good to see you. Welcome to Clobbering Times. So I remember I got pissed off. Man, I was infuriated because I was ready to start recording it. Great copies. Well, then it wasn't too long. We found out why they did that. Because not a few months later, they started advertising single episodes on tape, completely clean, uncut.
Yeah. I have the posters and all the information from that, yeah, which was a lot of fun. Yeah, I got to pull those posters out somehow. Yeah. Stojo.com sells the series for $7.99. What series is that?
Probe,
I guess.
If that's in pounds, I mean that would be a pound. There is somebody selling them online, but like I said, they're not. They're not official. They're bootleg. They're never going to.
Yeah, and I wonder what the ruling is on that too. I mean, if this show was like, I know there's something about like computer software like considered abandonware. The copyright, is expired because it's completely abandoned. So there's some websites like abandonware.com and websites you can find like old ancient computer games that I grew up playing. And some of them you can still, obviously still play using DOSBox or various emulators. But what happens to this stuff too? Because it's not like a book where you've got a book and you've got the physical copy. The software, could disappear. Or some of these old movies and TV shows obviously could, disappear, and that's it. It's just it's gone. So you used to have lots of places at cons where like you could grab this stuff. It's kind of a gray area that was never on DVD, never released anywhere, but at least it was still still available, and certain things you couldn't find, right? But if like Probe, like you're saying, you wanted to watch it, it's the kind of thing too. It's like, take my money, put it out there. I'll buy it, right? But a lot of times you can't. You can't even buy it. Yeah.
Warner Archive was putting out all kinds of really obscure stuff that nobody. I mean, they're putting out my friend who came over the other day again. I tell you that comes in. My friend Scott, who has all the DVDs and stuff. I've told you about him. And he keeps track of all that stuff. He buys so many old TV shows. He was sitting there again, listening to all these old shows, many of them which I've never heard of, but he has, that are coming out, and they're old stuff from the 50s and 60s. And I was like, wow, who's buying that stuff? Not an insulting way, by the way. I'm just genuinely curious. He says, oh, a lot of people are. I mean, and they are. A lot of people are buying this stuff. I mean, obviously, why would you put these shows out? He was naming like 2 or 3 different shows. One of them with Jeffrey Hunter was on. Like these different shows that no one's ever heard of because they weren't as big. They weren't big like Bonanza or Gunsmoke or something. All these different shows. You really start to think, how many shows were there back in the 50s and 60s? A lot of them that weren't popular, that no one remembers, but they're putting them out because I guess they put the feelers out there, and they got these online communities like Digital Bits and some of the ones that he goes to. and they all say we want the, and they wouldn't put them out if nobody was buying them. And they put out a lot of stuff that we thought would never come out. And so, but Probes is one of them that'll never happen. And I guess there are other shows that are never going to happen.
Obscure.
Well, no, because it's Universal.
Probably not.
Oh, they say Universal doesn't do it much.
Yeah.
I mean, they put out like he gets those old hey Real Wade Nation gaming clips. Hey, here's the first ep. If you like the quality, let me know. I will unload the rest. Oh, thank you. It's in the. Did you see that?
She shared it. Yep. Fiona shared it. Yep. So.
Oh, Fiona, that's very nice of you. Now, I mean, is everyone has access to it?
Yeah. It's shared on Google Drive. Yep.
Okay, well, I'll download it.
The Google.
Yeah, well, that's crazy. I mean, I love it. I'll definitely take a look at that. Fiona, thank you so much. But yeah, I don't know. They so much stuff that they put out there. It was very kind of you, Fiona. I appreciate that. And I've watched that episode and every of them like 40 billion times, and yet sometimes I just get in the mood to watch them again. Son Lee, look, there's no way that show could be that good to anybody but me, so I don't understand it. But for me, it just does it. It just does it.
It's your happy spot, right?
Yeah, it's one of my happy places. I don't know what it is. I guess like mirror. Here's what it is, because I really do think it is that good, well written. What I'm saying is, what makes me sad is there's so little of it. That we only get the 7 episodes. When I wanted to see that character do so much more and get so much more. I mean, I wanted to see so many more stories like that. That last episode is one of my favorite things I've ever seen on television. And I love the first one as well. The last episode called Quit It is just, yeah. So again, to know that they could do a show with stories like that. And here you have a show that has no action at all. It's no violence at all. And it's just all the entertainment comes from the characters and the writing.
And the setup, the tech is I started watching the first episode, and the tech is very futuristic in terms of what they're predicting. So it's really, he's got a personal assistant, and it's kind of the mad scientist Tony Stark, Howard Hughes type inventor. So I'll eventually watch them all, but unfortunately I have Voyager to watch this week. Yeah,
it's not so much. Yeah, he's not so much an inventor. But yeah, I mean, he is. But I mean, he's sort of he's just kind of he's one of his. Well, he invents something, but he's always just. He doesn't know. He hates work. He has that company he started. He hates it. And he's kind of obsessed with solving mysteries and crime and stuff because the cops always ask him for help, and he likes that sort of thing. Mm-hmm. And then he basically one of his contemporaries refers to, he says, you sit in that warehouse like a spoiled god, because he thinks people get the impression that he thinks he's better than everybody else because he's called the smartest man of the 20th century and stuff, and yet he's young, and the performance, though, is what gets. Again, it's almost like the Doctor in the sense that he's so young, yet he's so brilliant, So, anyway, here I go again. Oh, hey, it's a good copy. It's good sound.
You're listening to it?
Yeah.
That's pretty high tech, right? Any lines missing yet?
Not yet. Picture ain't bad either.
Is it better sound than what you're used to, or?
Yeah, it seems like it's pretty good sound. Yeah. Where else? The Batcave. The picture, I can't judge from the picture because it's on my computer and it sucks. So he's like sort of like the Doctor, but a young, like, you know, the Matt Smith or the Peter Davison type variety. Yeah. Freebie and the Bean. I remember that one, Putin's Cat. Wow. Well, I appreciate that, Fiona. You're too kind. I will watch that later. Well, I'll watch it, of course, for the millionth time. But the sound seems good on that one. Sounds terrible on YouTube. But the picture is, I mean, I won't be able to judge about that on my computer. I'll have to see that some other way because I have to watch it like on a big screen or something because my
there's a way that I can fix that
because my computer
MARC flex.
sucks. Oh yeah, thanks. Anyway,
Yeah.
So you downloaded them?
Well, I mean, I have them. I have them, but have you seen them on MARC flex or?
Yes, like I said, the sound was. I had some trouble. With the sound was really bad.
With the sound on those. Yeah.
So,
Neon Knight. Yeah, what did you find? Oh no, we're talking probe, I guess. So Fiona had put in some files for us to have fun with. Yep.
Like I say, don't go into any trouble or anything, Fiona. But of course, they will be appreciated. You can just send them to my Twitter thingy if you want, or send them to Mark's. I mean, to send them to Mark, I guess, so he can put it on
MARC flex
on my thing that he has. That's what I'm trying not to be mention it, but
yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Yep, I call it MARC flex. Yep.
But like I said, all the episodes are on YouTube. I mean, there'll be better sound on yours, but yes, of course, Fiona's putting them in there. Oh, I think, didn't Ezra ask a question? Raquel was not feeling well tonight, unfortunately, and she could not make it. Hopefully, she'll be back Saturday night.
Yep.
Oh, there you go. You're more than welcome to post them here, Fiona. It's up, like I say, I don't know if anyone's interested in that show, but I do appreciate it. You're very, very kind. If it's no trouble, if you don't mind doing that, it's up to you. Won't hurt my feelings at all. I'm very biased towards that show. And it's my number one all-time show that got canceled too soon. Ranking up there with Briscoe County Jr. and Firefly and so many others. No. So many shows just canceled too soon.
Yeah, like the Tick, the Fox. I'm like, killed my Tick live action. I mean, we did get the fantastic animated show. That's another one I got to do a watch party for. I think there were 9 episodes of the Tick, and I couldn't stop laughing. Patrick Warburton in that show. And they changed up some of the characters, so but they call Deflator Mouse as Bat Emmanuel. So it still works though.
Batman, yep.
Batman. Well, did you watch any of the live action?
No.
Tick or?
I've seen the cartoon. I love the cartoon.
Yeah, the cartoon's awesome, but the live action is hysterical. Oh my god.
Yeah.
So good. Oh,
there were 2 of them, right?
Well, of course, I'm not counting the Amazon live action that came a few years. Well, that was just a few years ago.
Oh, you didn't like that, or you did like it?
I did like it. I thought the character of the ship was actually the funniest character on the show. Patrick Warburton is he owns the Tick. It's just so seeing the other guy was okay, but just can't beat Patrick Warburton. He was just made to play that role, and the costume was horrible that the guy had in the Amazon series, and then they finally fixed it. He was good. The guy that played Arthur was pretty good in both series, but yeah. So the 2016 series, how long did that last? That lasted Amazon. Lasted 22 episodes, and Jackie Earle Haley was on that. He was fantastic on that show. He was really great. So there was some good moments. Good moments on that show.
On what show?
Jackie Earl Haley was on the Tick as the Terror.
On the oh,
He was the
really?
main
Really?
oh yeah, he was God. He was so good in
Wow.
that. There's some great scenes, and then
He was
like one of the characters that's on the show sees the Terror. I think the Terror kills his dad, or it's like a reoccurring nightmare. It's pretty well done. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Jack,
I'd recommend watching it. Yep.
I always meant to. Jackie Earle Haley was also brilliant on The Human Target. Did anyone ever see that? That lasted too short.
That's a great one. Yeah.
Only 2 seasons. You saw that show? Yeah.
I've seen episodes of it. Yeah.
I loved it.
You loved it, right? Yeah. Oh, and I got to mention too, Alan Tudyk was the voice of Danger Boat, which was the new character on the Tick. So it's a sentient boat that's kind of like, one of the heroes. That's his like his Batmobile per se. Yep. So, and of course he's just great at doing that the voice delivery. So, but watch if you had to pick one to watch, I'd watch the Fox one first. But the second Tick show was pretty decent too. Yeah.
These copies. Thank you, by the way. Thank you, Fiona, for this. From that on that Stojo, the pictures, the stills look like the copies might be pretty good, but it says 7 pounds, so that's I can't order it over here, I guess.
You can if you read they said they'll get them over to you. Yep.
Fiona, I agree. Although I love the first season of The Human Target as well, but it just kept getting better and better, and I love it. And then it was killed. Then the idiots, they never put the second season out. I had to get a bootleg so I could have season 2 of Human Target. There's no season 2 out. They did one of season 1, but they never did one of season 2, the jackasses. And I guess they never will now. Just do a box set of both of them on Blu-ray, but no. And that show was so good because it only had great characters. Man, the episodes, it was like each was like a mini movie each week. They did not skimp on like the budget or the action. It really always looked good, but that doesn't even matter because the characters and the stories were so clever.
Right.
Thank you so much, Fiona. That's very kind of you. And another show that didn't last long enough was the Great Planet of the Apes show from the 70s.
Yep.
Roddy McDowall was brilliant. Be brilliant. Yeah. And the reason why that says episode 8, even though I always talk 7, is because they split the pilot into 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then they butchered
It's really one episode, though, right? I mean,
is Fiona? The Human Target has a complicated history. They actually did a couple old TV pilot. They tried 2 TV pilots before this show came out earlier, but the comic, he make appearances in the back of Brave and the Bold, and then later, they have some quote unquote compilation trade paperbacks, but he's had comics, and I never really picked up any of the comics. Some say that some of the later ones recently were pretty good, but I haven't read any of them. No, Ezra, no. Probe is not on DVD. I've been lamenting that for years. I wish it was. I'd have like 4 sets to sit there just in case to preserve it. But I'm afraid Isaac Asimov's Probe is not on DVD. One thing that is on DVD that's called Probe, because it was a pilot for a show called Search, which came out back in the early 70s, only lasted like 1 season, 30-something episodes. The pilot called Probe is often confused for the later show called Probe. But the pilot was called Probe and then the show became called Search. And so that's kind of confusing, but that's why I always make sure to say Isaac Asimov's Probe, who he was a co-creator and a consultant. So, but I appreciate that so much, Fiona. You're the best. You're too kind. I'll probably go watch them again the whole next week. The next 2 days, since I've got my Voyager watching out of the way.
It's like your chore is done for the week. It's like I've cut the grass, I've thrown out the garbage, I did the laundry, and I watched Voyager.
Watched my Voyager. Fiona Flicks right here at the clubhouse. Thank you, Fiona.
Thanks, Fiona. Yep.
You rock. But yeah, yeah. Have you watched your Voyager for the week, young man? I was about to, Mom. Honest. Did you? You only have 2 days, but I promise I'll watch it before Saturday night. Are you sure? Well, yeah. Look, I'm watching it right now. See, I'm turning it on. There you go. That's not Voyager. That's the original series. Well, yeah, but I have to watch that as a warm up to Voyager every time. But after I get through watching this great episode of the original series, I promise, Mommy, I will watch all my Voyager. Son, you're goofing off by watching the original series when you should be watching your Voyager episodes for the week. Oh, come on, Ma. Why do you sound like that, Ma? You sound like a dude. I don't know, son. Oh, yeah, I don't know, son. Oh, never mind. But you get the point.
It's nice having gigabit upload, isn't it? Wow. Yep.
Yowza.
And I'm spoiled by fiber here too, I have to say. God, what a life-changing event that was, from going to a 300 baud modem to gigabit fiber in half a lifetime. Wow.
Ezra, by the way, in the 80s, it was a human target pilot with Rick Springfield, believe it or not. But as far as the TV show for 2011 that I love, the first season's out on regular DVD, but not the second season. That's why I had to get a bootleg of that. I got a bootleg at a con, and that turned out to be messed up because sometimes they're faulty. My DVDs of the second season were messed up, and so I waited.
Sometimes you get bad DVDs, right? Through no fault of anyone, right?
The guy's really cool who sells them. I always hang out and get good stuff from him, but I remember I got my Pro DVD from him, but I remember I waited. I went to a couple of different cons and brought it with me, and he wasn't there. He wasn't set up anymore because some of those cons wouldn't allow the bootleg table anymore.
Yeah.
So I thought, oh man, my boy's gone out of business. Oh well. And then a couple of years later, I'm walking around. I'm at a con down here, and sure enough, he's at this con with his table like before. Hey man, you back in business? And, I never left business, but I couldn't go to this one. Whatever, he was telling me about it, and so I finally said, well, shite. I told him about the human target, and he said, oh man, I'm sorry. Well, I said, but I would have brought it to you. I said, so I didn't bring it with me because I didn't think you'd be here. He said, oh, don't worry about that, and just handed me another one. I said, well, you want me to send that old one back? He said, don't, just throw it away, man. Just keep this one. I'm sorry. So like, well, that's cool. Next time I get in the mood to binge it, I think I binged it a few times, that show. I think I'm getting around to needing to do it again.
It's always fun to do, especially now that we've got digital. I mean, you just joke about it. Like, a lot of the things I own, unless I'm playing a 4K Blu-ray, a lot of times I'll just play it off my my server because it's just easier, and it just and the quality is pretty darn good. Of course, you can't compete with the quality of streaming can't compete with physical media. So I'll pull out those special movies but I just I've bought everything on DVD. Have hundreds and hundreds of DVDs. I don't even know how many DVDs I owned, and then. Blu-ray came out, and I started buying, my favorite movies on Blu-ray, rebuying them. And then 4K came out, and then I started buying my favorite movies on 4K again. So, but it's worth it. Yeah.
Be careful. Fiona tells you to be careful with Premiere. Adobe's new terms of service gives them permission to spy on you. They see everything you're doing. Whoa.
Bastages. Yeah. Because,
wow. Does that look familiar?
Well, Adobe just did an update too, and you can't own the software anymore. Like the old days, you'd buy Photoshop, Lightroom, Premiere, you buy it. It was damn expensive. Back then it was $300 or $500, but then you keep it for like 2 or 3 years. You wouldn't upgrade, but now you can't even buy the software anymore. You've got to rent it from them. So, I mean, on the one hand, yeah, it's great. You always have the most up-to-date software, but if you don't want an update, I don't even know if you can. I guess you can turn back an update, but yeah, there's all kinds of insidious stuff that software people put in sometimes, and you don't own your software anymore, or then the license goes out and you can't. I mean, you lose access to. Which is the horrible thing is like you've got all these projects in Premiere. I've done hundreds and hundreds of these clips, and yeah, they're not. It's just for fun, but then say you stop paying Adobe, then you can't access all your work anymore. You lose, it's not like, a Word document you can, put into Google Docs or, other free LibreOffice. I mean, I know there are some, free editors out there, or you could do DaVinci, but yeah, if you stop paying, then you lose access. So yeah, I'll check that out, Fiona. Thank you. But then you're stuck. Yeah. So then I was sworn because they update stuff and then they move everything around, and sometimes you do want they do make nice improvements in the software, but sometimes then damn engineers love to change things. You're like, where did that go? Where is it? What happened? Yeah. So
yeah. Oliver Belamonte, good to see you, buddy. By the way, thanks, Fiona, for that. It says, Clobby, have you seen the canceled but short-lived 80s sci-fi miniseries called Something Is Out There from NBC? I remember it. I don't think I watched it much. Wasn't Olivia Dabo or one of those on that show, whatever? Or, one of the Dabo girls, not a Dabo girl, but a Davo girl. One of the Mariam Davo or Olivia, one of those ladies. Okay. I do vaguely remember it, Oliver, but I don't remember much about it. So yeah, sorry about that. Was that something you liked, Oliver, or you? Because yeah, it didn't last long. But I don't know if not many people have even heard of that one. Probably.
I don't know. I haven't heard of that one. No.
Yeah, it was kind of. I don't remember a whole lot about it, to be honest, but I just remember the title, and I think it had commercials that were kind of spooky. And yeah, so yep. Sorry, I couldn't do better on that one, Oliver, though. Remember, like with the Sci-Fi Channel first started out, they were showing these they would show what they called it was Mariam. Okay, thank you, man. They would show, like I said, they had a series collection called the Sci-Fi Series Collection, shows that were short-lived. But, and like I said, it showed Probe. I think they showed Something Is Out There, for example, and Planet of the Apes, and what else? They showed, what did they show? They showed, a lot of stuff. They showed The Magician. They showed The Immortal. Naturally, maybe they showed a lot of great stuff on there, so it was kind of cool. That's how we got to see stuff that just did not last long. Oh, The Invisible Man, Gemini Man. Well, like I said, Neon Night, I hope you enjoy it. If not, you get to blame me. But like I said, that's who never knows. One never knows. But just give the pilot a shot. At least you might like it. Like I say, I love this show because it was it's all about the writing and the characterization and the cleverness of the story. Doesn't rely on anything like it had no budget, so I mean, doesn't anything like any action or anything like that in it. No violence really. A little spookiness here and there, but nothing that But I love it. Yeah. The Dabo are not sister. Well, Mariam Dabo. Space Precinct, I only dipped in that a little bit. What was it like? I think that was something like the mid-90s or so. Hello, DJ Play Nice. And I couldn't get myself into it. So I can't say it was dumb. It looked kind of silly to me. But I can't say I watched it enough to make a judgment. It's just one of those things that didn't grab me. You know what I mean? I would look at it and I couldn't really I guess I don't know if everyone else is like that, but I'm that way sometimes when I'll say, man, I want to watch that. Sounds interesting. And I'll look at it a couple of times and I just can't really get into it. And that's, on me, right? But yeah, so I can't say it was as dumb as it sounds. It does sound dumb. Just like Star Cops. Chris Boucher did that. I only got to see one or two of them. I didn't watch anymore.
Didn't get into it, or
yeah, I need to watch it. Was it space?
Yep.
Yeah, I never got just something about it. Yeah, but let's see. I watched part of Star Maidens, the first episode the other day, and it was kind of weird seeing. This is a few years before Blake 7. It was kind of weird seeing Garrett Thomas. He's not the main guy, but he's like the secondary guy on it, and he's This is an ITV show. Now, ITV, as you may or may not know, is a bigger budgeted, network. It's an actual private, network for the most part, run by, financed by Lord Lou Grade. I mean, that's where The Prisoner came out of, and UFO and stuff. And it did seem like a pretty interesting premise. I might go back and take a look at it again. The premise, for those who do not know, is there's this planet full of let's say there's a planet of where women run everything, and there's a matriarchal society, and the men are a bunch of basically subjugated wimps for the most part, and they're moving through space or something. They discover Earth, and so this they study Earth a little bit or whatever, and they're this guy, even though his mistress is one of the most powerful, like the leaders on this planet, and he's he's tired of being a slave, so he decides to leave, to go to Earth, and takes Blake with her. Garrett Thomas goes with him. They don't really they have a tough problem understanding the concept of being free, of men actually having their own rights and stuff. But they steal the ship. They barely get away. They get away to Earth. And of course, I guess the bad ladies from that planet are coming after them. And I didn't watch beyond that part.
Yeah.
There were a couple of shows along the same genre that were very underrated, like Star Hunter and Odyssey 5. I remember, but Odyssey 5 was like a Showtime show. I never got to see it, but wasn't Peter Weller on that show?
I don't remember that one either.
And I didn't get to see Star Hunter. But yeah, there are some under the rated ones. I used to watch Time Track, so that was just not a very good one, but it was weird. I don't know why I watched it. Good old Peter Weller.
Yeah.
Love him. But I never got to see them. Did you ever used to watch the one, was it 7 Days Later, or what was it called? Something 7 Days. What was that damn thing called about the time that, a buddy of mine liked it. I never watched it much. It was a UPN show called 7 Days. So it's called 7 Days?
7 Days? No, I remember that one.
Oh yeah, the credit card computer on Time Track. Yeah. Yeah, a guy could go back in time only 7 days. It was called 7 Days.
Oh,
right.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
You could do a lot in 7 days, though.
With Jonathan LaPaglia. There you go. What is the name of this ITV show, TV with Garrett Thomas, Clubby? It's called Star Maidens. Ezra, it's a couple of years before Blake 7 was released. And I thought I was going to really, find it a big howler and laugh just because it's, but ITV is bigger at budget than the BBC is. Not that that matters, but it almost, I don't know. I might kind of watch it a little bit more, see what happens. Some people here have mentioned it and like it. I always heard Quark was worth watching. I wasn't impressed. Yeah, it's not that great. It's
Richard Benjamin.
Yeah.
It's silly. I remember watching that when it first came out. I was like, it's going to be a new Star Trek show. As a little young kid. Yeah. I thought, it's something in space, and I didn't know that it was going to be a comedy about a garbage scow, not named Enterprise. And yeah, it was just the twins were on. Who were the twins on that one? And of course, I think I was too young to appreciate their looks, but it was selling. I mean, it's just fun 70s TV, but yeah, it's not any
Yeah.
great shakes. Yeah.
It was goofy. Did anyone here ever watch Warehouse 13?
Watched a few episodes of those.
I binged it.
You really liked that, didn't you?
Years
Yeah.
ago. I just binged it a couple of years ago, and I kind of enjoyed it. I really did like it a lot. It was maybe the last towards the end of the last season wasn't quite as great, but that was a fun show. And like I said, I really liked Eureka a lot too. I enjoyed that. Princess Fiona's watched Warehouse 13. A great show. I mean, the guy's so cool. Wasn't Eddie McClintock's fantastic? I mean, I of course love his lovely companion, but I love that box. What they called it? That man, a Tesla. Oliver says, among the three of your favorite class villains that dress elegantly, Princess Ardala from Buck Rogers, Serverland, Blake Seven, or Diana. No one touches Serverland except me. Serverland is the best, in my opinion.
Yeah, giving me some really tough choices here. I mean,
but I do love Ardala, and yeah, and so is Diana.
Although I have to go, no Princess Diana of not Princess Diana from V, because she's a lizard under there and she'd eat you. So I'd be on dinner. Yeah, she'd be for dinner, right? If you once you got through that makeup. But Ardala was wowzers. I mean, so
right. Go on.
Serverland would be pretty dangerous too, I guess. But what did Blake say? I'd be dead within a week, or
no, Avon said I'd be dead.
Avon, I mean, dead in a week.
Yeah, Fiona, they did that part. You're right. It's the Farnsworth. What wasn't the gun called a Tesla or what? Yeah, Eureka was great too. I really enjoyed it. So, what was the gun called? I think that was the Tesla. Maybe it was, but the Farnsworth was this really cool their communicator thingy that they could they could obviously look. It was way before the iPhone. Tesla was the gun.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
And every time Eddie McClintock would shut his, he would go, "Kirk out." Weisenheimer. They had some great episodes of that show. It was very similar to a show that you loved, the premise-wise, that you loved way back when, called Friday the 13th, the series.
Oh, I love that one. Yeah, nothing to do with the TV or the movies. Yeah.
No. Yeah, I've seen those props I've seen people walking around with those props at Dragon Con, Fiona. But yeah, it was a cool show. And it was in the same universe as Eureka. They crossed over. But number one didn't like that. No, she didn't like Eureka. That was before I knew her well enough.
Yeah, she shouldn't like that. Yeah, we kind of try to figure out what she would like and not like. Yeah, yeah.
I agree, Fiona. That's absolutely right. It's okay. You got some enabling? Cool.
Yeah, I figured before it gets too late, I got some
all right, go for it.
Enabling things if you guys want to see them. So hold on to your wallets, please.
Eureka was awesome for the first few seasons, like W13 fell apart near it. I agree. And I tried to get number one into Eureka before I knew her as well as I do now, and I realized it was a mistake. But even though she didn't like it, I did love it. I went back and binged them both, those shows a few years ago. Can't believe it's been that long. Good stuff. Davina Duckworth says, hey, good to see you, Davina. Welcome. Says, I never saw Warehouse 13. Well, I really enjoyed Warehouse 13. Like I was saying here, I went back and binged it a couple years ago. Didn't have anything else to watch, and it grew on me. I watched it. I started liking it relatively early on. I was liking, and I got to like those two characters. and just it was pure dopey, silly fun. Very fun show. So here we go. By the way, I watched this the other day because it was the 40th
Right,
anniversary. I watched my Blu-ray of it. In 1984. This was a big day for me. A whole bunch of us took. It was Friday morning. That was back when they didn't have a cheat day on the Thursday before the showing. So on that Friday
at midnight, right? Yeah.
But no, they didn't have. They like 10 in the morning. They would have a 10 o'clock feature or something. Like early in the morning, 10, 11 o'clock. Oh yeah, we had a morning feature. So
we didn't get
we
that.
Went there. Oh. We got like a 10 or something, or not 10. They teased the 10, but it was like more like close on 11:30 something. So a buddy of mine, he couldn't get off work, so he played hooky from work. So he told him he lied, said he was going to a dentist appointment. I went and got his ticket and stuck it in his car and waited for him. I had a special T-shirt airbrushed for this thing with the logo all over it because you couldn't find merch back then with T-shirts.
Did it?
Huh? Yes.
Did it for you? Yeah.
Did it indeed. And
but I hope he didn't post on Facebook that he was skipping work for the day to go.
There was no Facebook, fortunately.
I know. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but no, we didn't skip. I took the day off, and he did too.
Yeah.
But my one friend couldn't get the day off. And so we went like 2 times this first day. And I went overall that summer, 1984. I must have went to see this movie 15 times.
It's a great poster too. And damn it, I didn't buy it. I'm mad at myself.
Oh, it's beautiful.
So there's actually a foil edition. So this is a foil variant. And Matt Ferguson, one of the artists who's been doing a lot of posters for this company, posted it with the foil. And if anyone watched my unboxing, it was very cool. Vice Press actually retweeted the link to my show unboxing 4 of their gorgeous posters. These are the highest quality posters I've ever gotten. The Mondo is pretty good too, I have to say. The Mondo posters are good. But this was I was debating whether or not to buy it, and then I missed the deadline, so it was $66 for the foil. But the quality of these, I'll find the link on my channel, but just amazing. So this is not a new this is the classic Star Trek 3 poster, but it's by Bob Peak, but it's been
look at this
redone. Yep.
Does this remind you of something?
Oh yeah.
The redhead, that was Roby, by the way. All of Fiona's guy friends were crazy about Fiona. Add me to that list. I mean, Fiona. Well, I am crazy about you, Fiona, but I meant also the redhead, Roby, and add Mark to that list.
What's she done lately? Yeah, Roby. Has she done anything?
They would take over the
we all
TV school to watch it late night.
Plus, she had some great. The show was great too. I mean, it was just. It was just. Yeah, so it was just awesome. I mean, she was Mickey Foster. Yeah, so it's Mickey. Yep.
Captain Notfinity and beyond. What's up, dude?
Oh, she's 64 years old now. Wow. Yeah.
Wowzer.
But,
well, we loved her. Roby was her name. Why did she have one name?
Well, it's Louise Roby, but she's got I'm looking at her. She's Louise Ann Barris Fiona Roby, born March 14th.
Wow.
Yeah, March 14th, 1960. Canadian former actress. She only used her last name Roby as a stage name. She's best known for her role as Mickey Foster in the television series Friday the 13th from 87 to 1990.
Yeah,
so,
it was
yeah,
fun.
But very. Yeah, she was a fashion model. Yeah. So.
I loved Roby. But anyway.
Yeah.
So this is a cool poster right here, dude.
This is a gorgeous poster. Yeah. So great stuff. Yep. So we got that. So I put the
stealing of the Enterprise scene is one of the greatest scenes in all of Trek. Know what I mean?
For sure. Yeah. No, I agree. Yeah. Don't call me tiny. Although I wish I was tiny, but hey, Captain Notfinity. I bought this foil variant, and it doesn't do it justice seeing it on
it's beautiful.
So I got to put these up now. I've got 4 of these posters. I'm going to cycle out some of. I'm going to cycle out like Generations, I think, and some of the movies. I have all the Star Trek posters in my hallway, going at my side door to my house. So I'm going to cycle out some of the Nemesis Generations. Yeah, that's gorgeous. And the foil is just, you can't just. I mean, if you watch the unboxing that I have, you just can't, doesn't translate to the TV. So I bought this poster. I didn't realize how cool the foil variants were. Now I would say once you go foil, you won't go back. So
Nice.
I really was so impressed by how cool the foil versions of these were.
Wow.
But although I only got the
Bob
other
Peak.
one in the foil variant. Yep. So this is they reprint them on. If you watch my video, it's like printed on cardboard almost. The poster is so damn thick.
Wow.
It's gorgeous. Yeah. So it's and they're all hand numbered, officially licensed. So yeah, that's sold out. So of course, Wrath of Khan is my gig, so I have to have that. I didn't buy the P hard.
P hard on that crap.
I wonder if Tom Connors knows. He must know about this. But Evil Dead 2 Collector's Edition on VHS.
On VHS. No. Oh wow. I'll have to tell Tom about that.
But Tom with all kinds of posters that come with it, and I'll have to put
that's
that in our
right up Tom's alley.
Oh, it's sold out. Yeah.
Oh, sold out. Better not tell him that.
Sold out. Sorry, Tom. If I didn't
Sorry, Tom.
And then of course I bought this poster. You got this is a great rendition by Flory.
Wow.
M. Flory. Yeah. I love that. Yeah, that's a great another great concept art, because the
hey,
one
Whitney
other
Smith. Whitney Smith, welcome to Clobbering Time. Say there.
Hello. Yeah, just a great concept there. And the other Wrath of Khan posters just got all the little live stills on it, which is a cool poster, but it's just doesn't do the job that some of these do. Have all the posters. But if you kind of know, I think, do you guys know that poster I'm talking about with all the pictures? Let's see if I can find it. Let's see if I can find the poster that I have. Let's see. It's kind of got all the live action shots in it, but yeah. So check out the Vice Press. Yeah, here's the poster here. Let's see if I can open image, and here it is. Yeah, it's kind of got the. This is the original poster with the kind of like the promo art in the middle, and just the live action scene. So I mean, it's good. I mean, I have that on my wall. I like it, but it's not. It's
not really art so much. Just
not really art. It's like, and this was a promo. This was a promo they were giving out.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, I do love having it, but yeah, this is just so cool. And then the other poster I got from these guys was, I love that Batman poster. Oh, that's a cool Frankenstein poster.
Oh, Frankenstein posters rocks.
Yeah, Raquel would love that. So I didn't buy the. See, now I'm wishing I got these now. Don't have unlimited funds, so I had to stick with Wrath of Khan. But
wow,
this is a gorgeous poster. But I always thought McCoy should have been there. If I was,
oh yeah, definitely.
I got to Gary. I got to commission him to, from Pop Culture. Put McCoy's face in there for me, because he's an artist and he's done a lot of Star Trek work. I'm like, can you put McCoy's face in there? Don't you think McCoy should be there, not Aaliyah? In this poster?
Absolutely, no question about it. I mean, I never thought about it till you mentioned it, to be honest with you. I always thought that's just the poster they use. It's fine. But when I saw that one that you have, absolutely no question about it.
I do have a 20th anniversary lithograph.
She is important to the movie, so I kind of get it though. But yeah, I mean, look, I'm Kirk, Spock, McCoy. I'm the Trinity all the way. You know that.
Yeah. So and her performance was excellent on that, but
maybe you could have put him in there above her and her head below it or something.
Yeah. But yeah, McCoy, put McCoy up here. Yep.
Yeah.
So we're no Decker unit, but yeah. So this they're in Britain, and actually they have an open house coming up. I wonder where Retro Dicky lives, if he lives anywhere near them.
Oh, Retro Dicky, man!
I see him on Twitter all the time.
I've seen him forever. Yeah, Twitter.
So these are just so this is their archive of all their posters, and I did buy the other one. I did get was this Frankenstein poster. Let's see this one. I know Raquel was drooling over this one. This poster looks incredible. God, it's so good. And I think it's still for sale. You can still buy it.
I don't know if I can say the word barely. Putin's cat. McCoy was in it arguably just as much as Is Spock. You know, I mean, yeah, and he had a great look. Just in each Trek story, you got to have all three of them. So, yeah.
Well, especially on a poster too. It does, yeah, I mean, no matter how much he's in it, he's got to be.
I didn't time it or anything, but I'm just saying he was in it a lot.
He's got a good presence, yeah, and he's wearing that great outfit when he comes on the ship. So, all right, so here we go with Legos. So this is for the kid near you. This is the Lord of the Rings Rivendell for only $500. I wonder if I'm sure Nerdrotic has already got this on order. But look how cool this is. Rivendell. Holy crap. I wonder if Mrs. Dadman can build that on her show. So I'm going to go through these quick now, but so we've got Rivendell. That looks pretty awesome. This was a G.I. Joe compendium hero set for you comic book Joe fans. Well, they got $1.8 million, 5,000 backers, 20 days to go. Funded in 6 minutes. So it's a compilation, I guess, of all a bunch of Joe books, right? So all the Joe books. So pretty wild. So how much is this? Yep. The different hardcover compilations, the original G.I. Joe Real American Hero comic book series. So if you're a Joe fan, you get $30 PDF, $50 for the books. Wow. $75 for the Duke.
Yeah.
So I'll just put the link in. So I'm not a huge G.I. Joe fan, but
Sean Lee.
I put that link in for everyone who's might be interested in that. And then of course you've got the Barad-dûr. I think I'd buy this over Rivendell. Forget those elves. Who needs the elves? We want Sauron. That's only $460. That's a little bit cheaper. So Lego is basically just catering to Uber fans now, right? So I mean, where the heck would you put that? I don't know, but
wow,
I need a bigger house. But that's just wild. I mean, I saw that, just amazing. So I put that link in.
The Hobbit battled the 5 armies and it sucked. Davina just watched that. Wow.
Yeah, I didn't like the what they did with those. The movies are just so drawn out. You watch that first animated show and or movie, excuse me, The Hobbit. It's just so damn good. So
I have that other Black Knight figure that's way better than this one.
So I just wanted to show. I don't think this Black Knight is very good, but I thought it was interesting. They were showing had Cersei on this in that old costume.
It is certain they're coming out with an Icarus, the real Icarus.
It's all the Icarus.
From, is it out yet? I kind of want to get that one. I almost want to break my rule.
You're gonna break your action figure more.
I'm not gonna break my rule, but I want to for that one. Just have a Kirby figure like that. Now, if they'd made him to actually look like Kirby, but even though they didn't, he's got the Kirby costume.
Yeah,
and it's kind of cool.
Well, yeah, because it's him. I mean, even though it doesn't exist for the movie.
Terrible for people trying to save money.
Yeah, so I'm hopefully killing everyone's budget tonight. But see, I didn't. The Cersei is actually pretty good, I thought.
Yeah, that's well. I don't know what the jacket's there for, but yeah.
Yeah, she had the jacket. I guess.
Anything, and that's pretty. I don't know what is with these jackets. I don't know.
Well, he did have the jacket for a while, right?
He did. He definitely had it in the comic, but I just wasn't buying the comic at that point. I got the one where he didn't have no stupid jacket. He looked like Black Lion. And he didn't have a lightsaber either. Where the hell that is?
Yeah, well, that's yeah. His blade doesn't light up, right? Yeah.
No, he just had a sword, I should say.
And the sword gave him his power.
I know that was in the comics before anyone starts in the 80s. He did look like this.
Yeah, they did add the jackets. I remember Thunderstruck had the jacket.
Yeah, this is when they were both in the Avengers in the 80s.
Yeah. But I thought it was interesting that they came out with this.
But I wasn't buying it
with this set. Yeah. Crap. I thought that was interesting that they came out with just the show. Yep.
Ba,
And
ba,
here's
ba,
the last one. This is
Hey.
gonna
Oh my
this is
God!
gonna kill you. I saved the best for last.
How dare you? That's beautiful. I already have a good couple of Rocketeer figures, but
This is a 1/12 scale.
oh, I can't afford that.
Look how good this is.
What's
It's only 4 interesting
what's that
payments
purple
of
thing on
17.
his back?
I don't know, why is the rocket purple?
Is the rocket purple?
Let's see.
No. Yeah.
Why is the
Why
rocket
is it purple?
The purple nurple? I think the figure's fantastic though, yeah. But what was the rocket ever purple?
No.
I mean, at least they didn't make Butch purple, but
I don't understand.
would that be a not buy, or you could have Claude airbrush it for you?
Oh no, I wouldn't touch that with that purple crap on it. Hey Lisa, what's up? Damn straight
Hey,
it was silver. And everyone I've ever
Yeah.
seen never had, even from the comic, the Dave Steve comic.
We all know that the Enterprise neck was blue and the Rocketeer's rocket was silver. So what happened? Unless it's a mistake on the pre-order, or I didn't notice that until you mentioned it. Yeah. Read more. Man, I was trying to enable and now I failed.
Well, it was, put it to you like this. It was always in the original first comics, it was purple, then they made it silver in the movies. Okay, I understand that. But everyone got used to it one way. And this is based on the original comics.
So it was purple in the comics?
Yeah, the original.
Yeah, I'm just remembering it as the silver. Yeah.
That backpack is the Dave Stevens one.
So it is comic book accurate then.
Yeah.
So you would have to buy it then.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm mad. Why do you think I'm trying to talk myself out of it? See, I just don't like that it's that bright purple. It's not muted enough. But it's okay. Look, it looks like it's the one from the comic. This is Dave Stevens accurate. But I don't like the loud purple. I think it should be like more muted than that. And I like the silver one from the movie. It's great, but yeah.
And you get Butch the dog too. So 2 fists, 2 grip hands, 2 open hands, 2 trigger hands. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm thinking it's looking pretty good.
I think it's a little garish purple, but but the old comics colors were kind of muted a little bit. But it's the right design and it's the right color scheme. But there were times, I don't know. I think that might be a little loud, but yeah, it's fine. It's comics. I don't know. I don't know.
You just try to talk yourself out of spending $70. Yeah.
I can't do it. $70.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, where they had it was like a muted purple. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's a little bit kind of the purple. Yeah, I mean I guess I misspoke when I said it shouldn't be purple. It's not that, but it's like a weird. I don't know about that color. I can't get. It doesn't need to be that garish of a purple though.
Yeah, so here's an image I found. Let's see.
I mean, I could like darken it a little bit. Like almost a darker purple. It's what it's supposed to be, but
Well, here's like a lighter purple here.
Yeah, it's just not as. See what I'm saying? It's not as pronounced.
It's definitely purple, but it's
yeah.
But it's not as pronounced. Yeah.
I guess it just stood out some as being a bit garish.
So like here, yeah.
Yeah, it just kind of stood out a little bit too much. It's probably I get used to it. Yeah, kind of like a metallic purple. Oh God, yes, the figure's fantastic. There's no question about it. And you get the doggy.
Yeah, and you get the doggy. Yep.
Yeah.
The Rocketeer. Yeah.
Now see, they did the figures that I've got. All have the movie rocket pack, not the
like this. Yeah, with the silver.
They all have the movie Rocket Pack.
That's an interesting choice, yeah, with the for the purple. He must have had a reason for it, yeah. Because that's not a common color for back, the Art Deco period that it's kind of, yeah. Usually my Rocket Packs, I never pick purple for my Rocket Packs.
Well, of course, I read the comics. We reviewed them on Nick's show a year or two ago, but I've watched the movie so many times, I've gotten used to the movie Rocket Pack, because when I first saw the movie, it had been like, I really didn't care that they changed the color of the Rocket Pack that much. I was like, it doesn't matter. So I didn't think about it. It still don't bother me. So, and it's like it's got 2 rockets. And the Rocket Pack's a 2 rocket thingy. So I just never thought about it that much. And,
they made it.
Diamond Select did a movie one says could not be reached. Oh, wow. Okay. So, yeah, I've got the one I've got. Movie Accurate. They did that twice. And even that Walgreens exclusive, I got that one. So I guess I got so used to the movie one, I just didn't even think about it anymore. And now that I see they're doing the comic book one, at first I was like, it's a little bit too purpley, but now I'm like, now to think about it, yeah, I'm glad they're doing one comic book accurate. Good night, Neon Knight. Have a good one.
Okay, Neon Knight. Thanks.
I want the doggy. So now I want to think about it. I guess it's not too bad. And I'm glad they're doing the comic book one. You talked me into it.
All right, sold. 4 interest payments of $17.50.
Well,
yep.
I talked me into it.
Well, the link's in the chat for everyone. I was debating whether or not to get this too, but damn it, Mark.
All you people who always say I never can change, and I never like anything. I can't change my mind. I'm too inflexible. No. See, I talked myself into it. I'm not going to buy it because I can't afford it. But
does Jennifer Connelly come with it, Lisa?
I wish.
Yeah, she'll cost you a lot extra. Yeah. Wowzer, she was a cutie patootie in that one. Yep.
Love her. The new DC Classic Darkseid figure from McFarlane Toys, having Jack Kirby design, was way better than the Hack Snyder drivelly, filthy, crappy, shitty Darkseid from hell figure from the Justice League piece of crap, garbage infested, maggoty trashy crapola Hack Snyder cut. I know you didn't write all of that, Oliver, but I edited it for a little bit.
You edited it, yeah.
You can't expect me to mention Hack Snyder without, embellishing a little bit. And by the way, I agree. Although, I don't know, but I'm not sure I'm sold on that new Darkseid, though. It does have mostly the Kirby design. Good night, Donnie.
Good, Donnie. Yep. All right. So glad I sold you on this figure. Awesome.
And I still can't do it. But
you would get it though, yeah, if you could, yeah.
Yowzery, I approve of that.
You approve. It's got the Clobbering Times stamp of approval. Yeah.
Lobby approves. Well, again, it's been 3 hours, folks. I think we ought to start letting everybody mosey on out. What do you think?
Yeah, I think everyone should go now and either watch Probe or Baywatch Nights.
Sure. Watch them if you got them.
Not the Acolyte. Well, you can watch Acolyte if you want to.
Don't watch the Acolyte. Just let us handle that. We don't have to be. Look, I advise you to not watch the Acolyte. Not because it sucks, just because it sucks. Not saying it sucks or anything, but it sucks. And it's poo-poo. Poo-poo mixed with pee-pee. And it's crapola. And it bites and it blows and it's dribble and it's dribble and it sucks, bites, blows. It dribbles, sucks, bites, blows. Dribble, crap, sucks, bites, blows. That's it. That was an old song that I used to have for a friend of mine when he would be talking about something they know I can't stand, but he's trying to tell me it was good. And we saying dribble. This thing keeps going, crap, sucks, bites, blows. Then I made a song, dribble, crap, sucks, bites, blows. Yeah, that was unfascinating. I realized. Okay, so Marco, any closing words before I get us out of here?
Well, it was been fun hanging out with everyone tonight. Much appreciated. And since Raquel's not here, let's promote her book. So let me
Yes,
put her
she had to.
link in there.
I know she'd sent me a newer commercial thingy, but I can't.
Oh, she did.
She said it was on the. I don't know where it is. She said it was
Where
on
is it?
the Google Drive, but I don't have it.
Let's see. Well, here's her Amazon store. Did she put it in the Clubhouse or the link in the Clubhouse one that we share?
No, she said she put it on Google thingy, but I don't know exactly. I don't know.
Well, can't bother her now for it, but
No, I'll get it
sure,
from her.
hopefully she's asleep. Yeah.
Hopefully I can get it from her tomorrow.
Yeah. But yeah.
Is it this one? That's her Patreon.
Oh, did I do her? No, that's her Amazon right there. Yep.
That's Patreon.
That's her Patreon. Yeah. But the Amazon link where you can buy her books, and I'll put the Patreon as well. So shout out to Raquel. Hope she's feeling better. Maybe she did watch Voyager, and maybe that's what did her in. But here's her Patreon. You can follow Raquel on Patreon there. So let me. And yep, she's the show's not the same without her. So thank you for putting up with me and Clobberin times tonight without Raquel, because it's not really it's a sort of a clubhouse. It's a half full clubhouse or a third full clubhouse without her. But hopefully she's feeling better. So shout out to Raquel. Eat some. Hope you have a lot of chicken soup. Chicken soup, good for the soul. So hopefully that makes you feel better. But I'll be back for Sunday Night Geekery, and we've got family visiting this weekend, so should be there for some of Star Trek, but we might be hanging out Saturday night with the family. Grammy's coming to town, and I'm making her pizza,
Cool.
and I'm doing pulled pork for the weekend. So there will be some foodery on Sunday night.
All righty, excellent. This is number one is usually here. Like I said, we're very sorry that number one could not make it tonight. Raquel is not feeling well. We're hoping she's getting better. Hoping she's getting some rest and feeling better, taking care of herself. But she misses you all, loves you all, thanks you all for all that you do for her. All of our Patreons. She wants shout. I know she would want to shout you all out and thank you and tell her and to tell you all that she loves you and appreciates you very much. I can't do it the way she can, but still, I convey that from her to you, and her love to all of you who help her out and support her and are buying her book. And please go out and buy her book, her new book and everything. And I know she appreciates that. So much love to you all from Raquel to that. I just want to say again, rest in peace, the great William Russell. Another important chunk of Doctor Who history has left us, but will always be with us as Doctor Who fans. Let's see here. Show notes. Tomorrow, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, 7 Eastern. I'll be on my buddy J-Man's channel with J-Man and Sean, and I will continue our ongoing reviews of Jack King Kirby's legendary run on the world's greatest comic magazine, Fantastic Four, 1 through 102, annuals 1 through 6. Where tomorrow night we do 4 each week. Tomorrow will be annual 2 and FF annual 2, then also FF, I believe, 32 through 34. So looking forward to that. And then I'll be hanging out with the great Nick and the Comic Shop Boys. We're going to be having a lot of fun. 8 p.m. 30 Central Standard Time, talking what else? Comics. And then Saturday night Star Trek. Right back here, same Trek time, same Clubby channel, 9 p.m. Central. And we have 4 more episodes of Star Trek Voyager. To start off, we're going to kick off season 7 reviews as we did a week before last. So if number one is able to make it, if some happens that she can't, we'll just have some fun talking Trek of whatever kind. But hopefully she will. And as Mark said, end your week in geek. Sunday Night Geekery on the great Mark D with the C's channel, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And of course, some eatery will ensue as well. Yeah. And on Monday night at 6 p.m., I'll have a double feature. Monday is the B Monday of the month. So the great J-Man will be joining me for a review of a visit to the wacky world of Bob Haney, a review of another Bob Haney classic, World's Finest, number 224 from 1974. And then later, the Monday night Mark C. Comics Talk, 9 p.m. Central, same Clobby time, same Clubby channel, and then the usual spate of shows throughout the week. Thanks to our great wrenches, Eric K, Chris Persia, D. Bud Martin, Lord Thoth, J Man, Max Redstone, Max Fandy Outsidey, Larry, Wagner, J.T. Kirk, Maddie's Daddy, and Cal L. Thank you all so much. Appreciate you. And all of our good friends who are here with us tonight. I cannot thank you enough. The wonderful, beautiful, magnificent Princess Fiona, our science officer, and other lovely ladies, Susan Eckstein, Lisa, Penny. It's always great to have the ladies here.
For sure, yeah.
Sentai Ranger Donnie, Sean Carter from Mars, Ezra Goldstein. Shalom, sir. Where are we at?
While you're going, you're scrolling, Sean Carter, I put in the link for his reveal, the final reveal, the Klingon D7
Nice
cruiser. So that link is in there. So check that out.
Go check out Sean Carter's.
And then Sean will be gaming later. So check that out. He's playing some cool games. I'm trying to find his other channel to.
Please go subscribe to Sean's channels, everybody. Let's see here. Oliver Belamonte, thank you for being here. Sentai Ranger Donnie. Could not be reached for further comment. Putin's cat. Let's see. B-roll. Good to see you, B-roll. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate you. Son Lee. Hey, buddy. Captain Infinity and Captain Notfinity and beyond. Neon Knight. Davina Duckworth, thank you for being here. See who else was here tonight. All right, I think I've got well. All right, so go back a little bit more. Whitney Smith. Nice to see you. Let's see. Mars Monkey Max. All right, my friend. Let's see, man. A lot of the same people. So, but I know I'll get to some that I have not mentioned yet before. Bro Goo from my old hometown. Oh, and Picasso, you're my kind of time. John Platt, my friend. Thank you for being here, sir. Appreciate you. Real Wade Nation Gaming. Live, that is. Oh, Real Wade Nation Gaming Clips, that is. Sorry about that. Let's see. Make sure you got everybody. We like it.
Mars Monkey Max. Yep.
I got Mars Monkey Max. Plunk
yep.
Reviews. Plunk. All right, buddy. Man, there's a lot of them. Got a lot of them. Wowzer. I think we got most everybody though. Except for, of course, Smilex. He's been using Brand X. Again and again. Well, I'm about to call it because we've gone so far back. I can't believe the Snortapotamus,
Snorty was here. It's awesome to see Snorty.
I forgot how to pronounce it. It's been so long. Snortapoopus, right? Snortapoopus was here. Smilex was here. SP4H was here. I hadn't seen none of them in a long time. Any of those guys. It's a blast from past seeing those fellers pop in. And it's good to see. Ravenscroft was here. Black Lives are Black Knives. Thank you for being here and stopping in. It's appreciated. Stephen Mack also. So, yeah, that's got to be close to everybody, I would say. Rob Wood. I didn't see Rob Wood pop in. Rob Wood, good to see you. And thank you, Pop Culture Republic popped in. Let's see. Putin's cat. Putin's cat. I did talk Putin's cat. Sorry, Putin's cat. But you deserved it. I don't know why you deserved it, but you did. Empress NM. You probably didn't deserve it, but you got it anyway, didn't you?
Yeah.
Now I'm close. I bet you. No, the Geek and I. The Geek and I. Yeah.
And don't forget your Muslim uncle.
Wasn't your Muslim uncle here?
Yeah, he's here. He says, I jump in at the last minute.
Your Muslim uncle. I can't see back far. You know that.
You can't, I know. Yeah, that's why I'm helping you out. That's what a psychic's
see you there, buddy.
Yeah.
If you make it sound like I would forget him, I would.
Oh, no, never forget. Yeah. No,
Joe,
that's what he said. He popped in the last minute. Yep.
Starter Booba's Cuber. That's his name. I haven't seen him in so long. Joe Dog. All right. Now I'm going to go out on a limb and say I probably got them all, except for, of course, for the great 1701 Tex, but he's been gone for a while because he had to get out earlier. Adrian James. All right, Adrian James, and now I'm getting there. JD Lewis, my friend, popped in as well. I like to get them all sometimes. Sometimes I go back and just do them all. Not every week. Can't do it every week, but at least once a week we like to do that. Well, I think we've made it. FKH is here, of course. Well, Tim was here as well.
Tim is here. And Dadman's here. Hey, Dadman.
Dadman. And the
Dadman's birthday. Tomorrow, Dadman's your birthday?
Is it really?
I'm pretty sure it is. Yep.
Oh, buddy. Well, happy birthday for tomorrow, man. That's fantastic. Hope it's a great one. Let's see.
We get lots of good food.
Probably a lot of
planned stuff. Send them a clam pizza.
You should.
Yeah, it's Saturday. Yep.
DJ Play Nice was y'all.
Oh, if I make pizza, I can make clam pizza on Saturday. Oh, good idea.
Yep. Let's see. All right, almost there. Apollome's minion and the pepperoni. Apollome, Dave C was here. See, don't like to miss anybody. Blunt Plunk was here. Michael Beacon packed in. Popped in here, so that was cool. Yeah, I think we got everybody. Sure looks like it. Almost there. Stay on target. Almost there. We're too close. Cinema Gulp. All right, Cinema Gulp. Glad you popped in. A lot of people, at least I know a lot of them are already gone, but hey, Wes Cagle was here. And you got to get everybody, get their names shouted out on there anyway. So I want to thank Claude Salang. Hey, and I already think, yeah, no, I'm pretty much got it all. We got it all on UHF. Yeah, that's pretty much it all, bit. So, and of course, I want to thank Ed Keeley Chow. Roll that tide. Now, that's everybody. There's no way there could be anyone else.
Can't be anyone else. No one. Inconceivable.
So, anyone who listened on the downloads, on a download or a rewatch, watched or listened, thank you so much. It is much appreciated. All you lurkers out there, thank you so much. If you have not, please so consider liking and subscribing. But whether you do or not, we appreciate you being here. And thank you all. And to everyone else, hey, good night and have a fantastic weekend. I hope to see you, well, this weekend on everywhere. So take care of my friends and happy birthday, Dad Man.
You have to set an example even in the face of stupidity. Now, everybody that reads comic books knows that Kirby Silver Surfer is the only true Silver Surfer.
I just love clobbering time.